Yes, people. Your girls are back. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. What's going on, y'all? We are back. Okay. Y'all know we went from the panel to the podcast. And now we know we late, but we had to get some shit together. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. But we had to get this right for y'all so that we could announce our very first live show. That's right. May 2nd, 2026. Atlanta, Georgia. The OohLadiesFirstPanel will be live all together in one place like never before. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Okay? Y'all ready?
Yes. Links in the bio.
I'm ready, but I just feel like I need more hype in the comments. This has been a very long time coming. And I just feel like y'all need to be a little more piece of hyper in the comments.
Right.
I need to see some pink. I need to see some purple and some blue hearts up in the chat. Like, y'all got to fire the chat up with the pink, purple, and blue hearts. I'm not seeing it, and I kind of feel a piece of a way. Give us our things.
Right, we was late, but with good reason. Okay, ain't this a nice little gift to be late?
Listen.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
May 2nd, we will be in Atlanta. Okay, all three of us at the same time. We will be giving y'all the very first live all together in one place show, y'all. Oh my God, we're so excited. We've been working on this.
Oh, I can't wait.
We've been working on this.
Yes.
Also, we have tiers. So right now, what is available on Eventbrite right now, link down below in the description box, is the early bird, which is the cheaper tickets for one. Okay. Limited supply, and our VIP experience, which comes with early entry. You get a signature cocktail. You get a 20-minute Q&A along with like some dedicated photos with the OohLadiesFirstPanel ladies. Okay, before everybody else comes inside, before general admission, VIP can come in, get a little bite to eat, get a little drink, talk to the girls, ask us questions, get some photos, and then boom, we start our show. And
I can't wait.
We have a special host.
We do.
So we're super duper excited about our host. Okay,
we are,
and we saving that. Okay, we saving that. We want that to be a surprise. Okay, but yes, you all. Okay, no, we will not be streaming it. You would have had to be there or be square.
That sounds so dark. It's the truth, though. It's the truth, though.
Be there or be square. Atlanta, May 2nd. Okay. So get your tickets while they last. We only have 100 tickets. Okay. Just so y'all know. Now, I can't wait. We're all excited. We can't wait to be in the same room with y'all. We will have security if anybody feels like doing anything weird. But I
What'd you say, Robin Dixon, bitch?
I'm screaming. Yo.
Then we all start fighting.
Okay.
What?
I'm
gonna make sure my security there. Okay. Listen.
Okay.
But with that being said, we are going into the future. Cheers, ladies, to us finally making this happen. It's been a long time.
Sure.
Okay. Cheers. To clink, 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 clink,
clink, clink, clink, clink, clink.
Okay.
I ain't got mine.
You got your clank, clank.
Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into the show. Now, ladies, I have a question for y'all. Hold up. Let me set this up so it's nice and all put together for y'all. I need y'all to tell me right now if this is something y'all are doing. Now, I'm asking this to the people in the chat because I know my ladies ain't doing it. I know we not doing this for a plethora of reasons. Now, I might do this, but a nigga gotta die. Hold up. He gotta die. He gotta be dead. And then I would do this. Hold up. All right, hold up. Let me see if there is a better way. Okay. So we're gonna do it. Because I was trying to see. I don't know if there's a better way for us to do this for when the editing happens.
I think this is good.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay. Hopefully
I need to mimic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hopefully our team can get this together for us. But let's go ahead and get into the very first of our stories today. I saw this on Instagram and I just had to come to the ladies with it. Is this something you can do? Come with me to install my incarcerated husband dread he sent months ago as part of his wedding proposal. He cut one of his locks.
Okay.
And sent it to her, and now she going to get it sold in her head. She said, if you wear wigs or weaves, please save your energy, because you wasn't worried about that energy. Anyways, it's the little things for me. Lord knows I love you down bad. Okay, let me cover this music up. So this is what the people.
What was she saying about weaves and wigs?
She said she don't want to hear about that from women who have like the because you putting another person's energy in your head. We don't want to hear that from y'all because y'all wear weaves and wigs and shit. Y'all wear other people's hair all the time. Why I can't wear my nigga hair? Okay. Y'all wear people hair all the time.
Oh, I can go. Oh.
I'm okay. She got it done, but I'm mad. This is why I'm mad. I'm mad because the only reason I would do this is because he and I both have locks. And if that nigga died, I promise you, I would probably see about getting one of his locks sold in and intermingled with one of mine. If the nigga died. If he was in jail, I would first of all not have that nigga because I don't do that. I don't do jail. Okay. Once you in jail for a year, I'm so sorry. We can only be friends. Okay. I can't fuck with you. But she got regular hair, y'all. She got regular straight hair, and she really took prison niggas dread down to the hairstylist to get that shit put in. And then it's like, it's the little things for me, girl.
It's the proposal. I think that's it's not so much as you sewing somebody else's hair in your head. I mean, I feel like people do that. Like these type of dread things. I feel like people do that. It's just a proposal for me. Why? I guess you could just wait till he got out, but maybe I guess that's better than receiving absolutely nothing. Because sometimes they don't get anything but the question, and some people are totally okay with that. Some women go out and buy their own ring or whatever. True. So she probably was like, she'll take that. Like, I don't know. I hope she washed off any of the trauma that came along with that. Maybe, since women wear weaves like myself. We washed that off too. Okay, so maybe you washed off any of that, jail smell or anything. Before you sewn it in your head or, braided it in. But it's more so just like the proposal for me. And I feel like it was given like a little piece of deflection to include the other lady. I don't want to hear anything that y'all got to say because y'all wear weaves and y'all put other people that did that. But we going back to the proposal part though. So he used the piece of his hair to propose to you while he was in jail. I don't know, something about it. I mean, listen, if you like it, who the hell am I?
He might be in prison because
who the hell am
I feel like he could have done a metal making class and sent her a ring. He could have made a ring out of something. He could have crocheted something together. He could have done anything. So he must be in, the prison without the activities.
It's not even just that. He a narcissist. Like, who the fuck thinks, yeah, I'm gonna send you something. I'm gonna take my lock and I'm gonna send you my lock. You heard me, nigga?
Those people that being like that weird, like what was that boy name that got arrested? Some Wonder or something. I can't think of his name, but it's kind of like a cult type of thing. Like that's the first thing that I thought about when she was talking. I cannot something boy Wonder. I can't remember what I'm picturing his face, but he recently got arrested for whatever little teachings he was out here doing and running and stuff. Huh? Say it again.
Nature Boy?
That's who I'm thinking about. So when she talked about this dread that she saw in her head, I was like, what community is she a part of? Because I've never heard that before.
Like, so I've heard of that a lot. My niece actually, my niece, I think she like cut a sister lock out, or either like she got sister locks, and one of them was hanging by a thread, and she braided it into my nephew's hair. And that was the first time I heard of that. But I've seen other people do it also. I've seen people do it for like grandmothers or people who have passed away.
Right.
In this case, I don't think I would do it just because like we don't know how long this man is locked up for. And imagine you with your next man or your in-between man until he get out and you got the lock. It's like you with both niggas at once.
That's how the married men be when they had a ring on their finger and they side cheeks. I guess it's the same.
Right.
I guess the
And
people be
I
on the
was about to
same.
be messy and ask, is it any different from tattoos?
No, girl, you know I was thinking that the whole time.
Mm.
The whole time I didn't say a fucking word.
I mean, I feel like she can get that pulled, she can get that shaved out, grow that out, cut that out. Y'all can't take no tattoos off so
you
easily.
You can also get tattoos removed.
You can.
Yeah, you can get tattoos removed.
It's gonna be more painful than it is the
only bitch on my back
head.
now is me, okay? Because there's another bitch on my back. I had to get that covered up.
But if it works for them, you know,
girl, that make you feel closer to that man while he's in jail, that's fine. But I just feel like you delusional. That's what I feel like. I feel like you delusional. And hold up, I'm trying to read what the post said. Come on, friend. Come on, friend. Let's go with
part for me.
Do I know Jelly Santos? I feel like I know who that is. I don't know, but this feel like some real ghetto ass shit. Like, huh?
What post? Oh, okay.
Like, you see how I say Jelly Santos? I'm like, why that name look familiar to me? Like, do I know that person? Anyway.
It was this comment for me. It says, it's giving Karen Huger jail braids.
Oh, that is what they did.
You know what? She did say that. And took their hair out their head. But they took out weave. They took their weavings out their head and put it. They didn't take their actual hair out and give it to Karen. They took the weave that the lady said she didn't want to hear from the people with the weaves.
Yeah, and listen, she was just saying it, I guess, because she knew they would be responding with like that energy shit. And it's like, girl, you got somebody else hair in your head right now. Some woman who was forced to give up her hair, or they lied to her. But that's not the point. The point is, where is your self-esteem? Because this is just sad to me. Like,
I feel like to come online and say that she got all kind of self-esteem. Where is it? I don't know. It seems like it's intact. Because who would come online and let the people know that?
She only got esteem when it comes to I'ma stick beside him. Because you could tell that she used to defending him since she said, and don't be talking about We didn't even get nobody a chance to say nothing. So you must be used to defending this clown.
Yes.
You knew he was gonna have to come out fighting. So she got esteem when it comes to that nigga.
Anytime you married to a nigga that's in jail and you talking about it's the little things, and it's like, bitch, he not doing the big. The only time the little things matter is when he's doing big things too, right?
It's the little things,
right? Like I'll take.
There's no choice,
shit.
but
I will take little shit for for Valentine's Day. I just wanted candy and stuffed animals and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know why? Mm-hmm. Because I be sitting in this house. Like, I don't have a job, even though I do. But I sit in this house like I don't have a job. And my husband works 12, 13 hours a day out in the sun. And I just be, sitting here twirling my feet together, comfortable as fuck, smoking all our weed while, he's out in the world working. I'm traditional. So you can only enjoy the little things when they're doing big things. Because if they're not doing nothing, girl, you ain't getting shit. A lock of hair.
But when you say when they doing big things, I want to say on the other end too, because I know a couple people that be posting about it's the little things. That's because your nigga doing all the big things wrong. So then they do the little things. Then you posting flowers. Then you posting little bitty things because you don't want us to know.
That's your gift to make up for what happened the night before.
It's the little things.
Well, there's that.
Hang if you can hang. No pain, no gain. In order to look, I'm not gonna get into it, but it is giving Betty right. She a cook in the kitchen, a lady in the streets. You can't show your teeth to every guy you meet. It's all right to be a little sweet, but be a mama with them kids, and you know what, in the sheets. No pain.
I know that's right.
All right, let's move on. So, y'all, this was the other thing. So, this fashion show, I was trying to find the best way to pronounce it. What is it? The Monterey. Like, I don't know how to pronounce French. This is so sad. It is.
I wish they taught that in school.
Monterey.
They taught it at mine.
Yeah, I learned. I had French. But I can't remember.
I didn't have French. I had Spanish. Maybe they did teach it. And I was more so in the Spanish class.
That's what I chose.
Because my family, you know, we were supposed to know what you call them? Patois. Like my great grandmother and my cousin and them used to speak Patois, which you know is like broken French and stuff like that. So they spoke it. So I wanted to learn French for that reason. You know, because it's like, how y'all gonna stop teaching us Patois when I come along? Y'all taught Matanya and y'all ain't gonna teach me, you know. But it's like the grandma, you know, great grandma at least was almost gone by the time I came. My great grandma died. She was like 90-something years old. See, this is making me mad. Everybody that's sending to my Cash App, I don't know what's going on and why they not letting it go through because they being weirdo hoes. But please don't send nothing until tomorrow if y'all can. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. This is so upsetting because I see all of the money and then keep seeing failed. And I'm like, I need the money. Oh, Lord, pray for me, y'all. Okay, back to the show. So Matsare had a fashion show, and the fashion show was one of the most interesting fashion shows I think anybody has ever seen. Let's take a look. I don't know if I want to play this music. Hold up. So it was meant to represent like what's going on in the world right now with like the rich 1% and them having blood on their hands and people having their eyes covered by money. So it's like access, it's sex, it's fashion, but it's like, so, you know, like gluttonous, like so much money and wealth and access that it's basically breaking apart at the bottom. You see how at the bottom of some of the shit, it looks like it's ripped up. But I feel like they still did some very, like that coat, they still did some very beautiful, interesting things. And also those shoes are supposed to like reflect your feet turning into the heel. So it looks like skin. And at the beginning, like that's supposed to be like the parental figures. But the reason why I thought this was so fascinating is because one of the characters that showed looked like somebody in my nightmare. Like I had a nightmare where I went through a portal and it was like this, basically it was like Trump, but he was like this demon. It was like demon Trump. And he was tall and it was like the type of coat he had on with the shoulders and the hair slicked back. It kind of looked like him when he was younger. Let me see if they're
that's the character that was in your nightmare?
No, I'm about to show you. That's the cat lady. That's not that's the cat lady. No.
I've seen in recent years, and it's called the 1%. It is just that, the call out. What you're watching is probably one of the best shows that I've seen in recent years, and it's called the 1%. It is just that, the call out of the 1%.
The suits, y'all saw the suits? That was how he looked.
The first part is introduction to a bourgeois family. You meet the mothers, fathers, daughters.
With the shoulders. Y'all saw how the shoulders. Yeah. That's literally how he was standing in front of me. And it's like, it was me and these other people that are like on the ground in some type of warehouse, tied up, being held hostage. And I'm I don't like this reality. I want to get out. And as soon as I like felt that strong enough, he slid to the side and I pushed myself through the portal.
A lot of them wearing white gloves with red palms titled guilt gloves, symbolizing that there's blood on their hands. Some characters even choking on the accessories, symbolizing the greed. Wearing shirts saying I love power and literally being blinded with money. Instead of handcuffs, their hands are tied with pearl necklaces. Their pursuit of beauty and youth being one thing that they can never attain. The second part represents the power of community. This is also a call out of the 1%. It also is a reference how the Métier Fécal team has been referred to since their
Métier Fécal, that's what
last debut in Paris. They're constantly called a cult, which can be easily said about 1% also. The last part is the power of the future, where Hannah shows up in albino python cocoon skirt with the Gila skin boot morphing into her legs, showing that the 1% have access to tools of life that most of us don't. Michelle Ami walks the show as a representation of bracing the natural beauty of aging.
Oh, you know who she look like?
To play pretend. This fashion show is a commentary on society that we live.
What's that lady name? Her husband is a designer, and they said that she's like the head witch of Hollywood. The lady looks very scary. Her husband is a designer. Somebody in the comments is gonna know who I'm talking about, but that's exactly who that lady looked like, and I think that was intentional.
It reminds me of Beauty. I don't know if y'all have been watching the show on Hulu and Disney Plus, Beauty with Ashton Kutcher, but you know, he takes the Beauty, which is the drug, and it makes him younger. He turns into Ashton Kutcher. But he has a wife, and his wife is the lady from Death Becomes Her who gave Helen and them the pill in order to change them. Y'all know she was like, I'm 72 years old. And she's standing there with, you know, perfect titties and all of that. Well, she's now older, but she's the wife in the show. And in the show, he keeps trying to get her to take the pill to be younger. But no, in this movie or in this show, she's like, no, I earned my stretch marks and my scars. I earned the beauty that I had become. Y'all gotta watch the show. It's actually really good. Michelle LeMay.
Yeah, Rick Owens' wife. I guess that was her.
Yeah. Okay, we'll let him finish. But yeah, no, it's just very interesting.
That's what fashion does the most. Provoke. The collection might leave you uncomfortable, but the question is, doesn't society already make you feel uncomfortable?
Really did do some good pieces.
What you're watching is probably
like I know what a lot of the pieces that I'm saying.
They ate that up.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I first seen it, I immediately put my hands up. Everything about it felt dark. I was like, nah, I'm not fucking with it. But when they go into the explanation of it all, yeah, they did a great representation of art imitating life. So yeah, I like it. It made me feel some type of way for sure.
Yeah. Even with the flashing of light from the, you know, the brightness to dark, they just kept flashing. And it just makes you feel like when you think that it's going to be okay, oh, shit, here goes something else. Oh, shit, here goes something else. Like they just did such a good job. And when you're living in the world every day, you don't really think that is that dark like that. But to see it depicted, it's like, yo, this really, we're in scary times, like for real. Extremely scary. It makes me want to know what more do y'all know? What more can we get into? We know about the power, the greed of it all. What else they be into? Yeah, we know they got blood on their hands, but what else y'all could tell us?
And that's why I'm looking like, what else is it saying to us? But some of these choices are like, so like that. I love that. Whatever the fuck that was. Hold up. Rewind, bitch.
Did you have Did you have Jim Carrey on the lineup for tonight?
I did not, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. And it does just look like Botox and filler. But he said see that coat? I love that. But that was also very similar to the look that the devil had this demon had in my dream. But that suit, that coat, like that framing, very similar, like a cape. But yeah, I don't know what to think about Jim Carrey. To be honest, I love that. I don't know what to think about Jim Carrey, because in one moment it does seem like, oh, it's not him. But I'm like, first of all, you can't clone people like that. If you clone somebody, you take their DNA, you clone them, they still have to grow. But you don't clone them, just like copy and paste the person.
All right.
At least as far as I know, right? Like the actual cloning process, because they clone animals and shit. Like they clone dogs and shit now, and they still have to grow. Like they have to still go through the life process of growing with the same DNA.
Well, see, that's why I wonder about if there is cloning, and maybe there could be I don't know. Y'all know they be saying the movies tell you everything, but could they be could the person be in a machine?
Which one?
Keeping them alive in an effort to continue to use those live cells on the person that's cloned.
Oh, you're saying,
could they be housed in a machine that keeps
the
them
real
alive?
Jim
Carrey. It was a movie like this. Jamie Foxx played in it. They cloned Tyrone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember downstairs, the people were still alive, but you know, they were housed in a machine as their cells were being continued to be fed off of.
But
so yeah, they got in my head.
But like, I'm trying to remember what was it about that was so I'm trying to remember about that movie because I feel like it was like you didn't know who was a clone from the very beginning. And that's what I was thinking about. Like,
yeah,
at first it seemed like it was clones based off of actual people. And then it started to seem like, no, some of these people have always been clones. So that's another thing about that movie that I was like, I don't know, y'all. It's weird. Here's Jim.
I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But it's then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true. It was just a brilliant evening, really brilliant evening. Oh my gosh. Oliver was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that. I was really, is this about someone else? I wrote it.
It almost feels like he doesn't want to admit that he did shit to himself because he knows that he has previously spoken out and said, if I show up looking weird, it's not me and all of that. But that's him.
You think so?
I think that's him.
Every
time somebody says something to say that it's not him, like the eye color, no, it's not. Somebody, I don't know what they were doing. His eyes were brown.
I need to see comparisons of recent interviews, right? Not old interviews.
I don't think nobody's seen him
last year, right?
Thank you. That's why I'm like, if we haven't really seen, I was gonna say, if we haven't really seen him, how do y'all know for sure that's not him? But that's very much so the reason why conspiracy theorists would lean into that, because we haven't seen him.
But I think if he's doing a role, we haven't seen whatever he is acting in. Maybe this is behind that. Because Jim is a character actor. I can see him wanting to, like, getting passionate about a role and deciding to do all of these things for the role, not for Hollywood's sake, but for the role. I can see him doing that. And I'm looking at his face, and his eyes are brown. I don't know what pictures and videos they had that made it look like his eyes weren't brown, because I saw that, but his eyes are brown. Also
looking like Ashley Darby.
What? You talking about his forehead?
It's a lot of forehead.
I was like, huh?
And that's another thing. His hairline is receding. That's a natural kind of thing there, right? There's a dimple on the side of his face. Like, some of these creases in his face are there. It does give. I went and got filler or Botox for the role.
Absolutely.
That's
imagine you go get some work done to your face and you pop back out and everybody's saying it's not even you, like in a scary way.
Yes.
How sad.
And why hasn't he come out and said? And then people were asking him, like, he was signing autographs and somebody kept yelling there saying, it's not you, Jim. What's going on? And he was ignoring them.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah.
Oh, damn, Jim.
I feel like he just don't want to admit he got stuff done to himself.
Possibly
another fucking thing.
I agree with the role situation. A lot of people be forgetting when these actors step into their role, they still be that person like a month or so afterwards sometimes. Because they spent so much time in that role.
Especially with like comedians. When comedians decide to take on like serious roles, they really like it's kind of scary sometimes, like, in all honesty. That made me think about Marlon Wayans. Y'all remember when Marlon was supposed to play Richard Pryor or somebody? I think I can't remember.
I think it was Richard Pryor.
So he did.
He did. I don't know if he did or he had auditioned and it didn't work out. And I think they might have gave it to Mike Epps, but then the film fell through. I can't remember what happened with it. But I just remember there was a moment where like Marlon was being more of a serious actor, and it was actually some of the most jarring like work he's ever done. And I think the reason why is because people who are comedians play so much that you don't realize how dark their personalities actually are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he has like a very like, Jim Carrey has that thing, the same thing that Robin Williams had. Like, all of the comedians have we're goofy, we're funny. But under that is, my dad was beating me with a bat when I was like 7 years old and shit. Like it's always something fucked up that they are pulling from.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe that's Jim. Selena Gomez got me a little shook. Like, I don't know.
Selena didn't have me shook at all.
It's given. Yeah, I don't think that's her.
Speaking of Selena, since y'all brought it up, now we're gonna get
Gina.
We taking her as a good segue, but I gotta show y'all, like, because I don't know what's going on with everybody right now with these humiliation kinks they got going on. But Selena Gomez is on my timeline kissing niggas' feet. Hold up.
You said who?
Selena Gomez. That's what y'all talking about, right?
Yeah.
Said I was very. You like that?
Oh, don't make it a moment.
Oh no, I wasn't. I liked it. It made me feel good. I love you so much. Said I was very. You like that?
Oh, don't make it a moment.
Oh no, I wasn't. I liked it. It made me feel good. I love you so much.
Who camera angle? Who caught that on camera?
I'm so. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
She may have a foot fetish like some of these people got.
His feet are dirty. It's almost like she's doing it to prove how much she loves him, that she would even kiss his dirty feet.
Well, have y'all seen the other clip of her where she explains how they got together? I think she said like a lot of her fans been disappointed with her when it comes to this man. I can't remember exactly what was said in the clip. I may be wrong, but I think she said that she asked to marry him. She asked him. But if you see other pictures of this man, it's not even the feet that's really disgusting me. I don't know that man, so this is gonna be rude, but it's the man for me. If you actually see him, it's something about this man that just looks dirty and unkept.
Let me go to TikTok.
That that makes me like wonder, why are you doing it? It's I don't know. She did. Okay, somebody said she did. Yeah, there's an interview where she explains that she basically wanted him and he was like good on her. The man is all of like 5'2" and round.
All right. Let's see.
Did you know about? I've never even asked you this. Did you?
That's not it.
Running around, they gotta run at all. They're chasing.
I'm sorry, that's not it. I'm trying to find, because right now they're just talking about the feet. That's what everybody's talking about right now.
Never mind. Couples don't play this game.
What? Oh wow.
Hold up. Was it the hot wing thing? No, it's not the hot wing thing.
I'm looking at it. It might be.
Who is the first?
Let's just take a look at this just to see.
Okay.
First to apologize after an argument.
Both of us.
We would communicate through everything, and I would say we both say sorry.
Why would you not say sorry? You're gonna like try to win an argument. The thing I don't understand about men is they'll get into. No, I just want to. They'll get into these huge fights with their partner. I talked to all my friends. They get in these huge fights, and they're like, "Yeah, like I was right. I showed her how I was right." I was like, "But you lose no matter what. You can either be right and have an angry girlfriend, or you can like just be like, oh yeah, maybe I was being a little bit stupid,' and then you have a happy wife. Happy wife, happy life."
Every day I say, I
love you so much.
Say what?
I think it might be the one I just put in the chat.
Okay.
In the private chat.
Okay, hold up.
Who was she dating before this guy?
I don't know, but y'all know it's always been like a Justin Bieber bloggity 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 blah.
Because he doesn't give that to me. He gives a rougher than Justin. So I was a little surprised.
I love that. You're two of the nicest, coolest people, creative people. Here it is. Online, you posted, "Forever begins now." Ah, beautiful. And Taylor Swift said, "Yes, I will be the flower girl," which is. What was it like on the day that Benny proposed? I'm assuming, did Benny propose? Yeah.
Yeah.
She proposed.
No, yeah, it was good to be.
Yeah,
did you know it was coming?
I could have.
Did you know it was coming?
No, not at all, because we had to do a lot of promo for the album. So I woke up and I was very confused on what was happening, on where we were going, because it seemed kind of far. So I'm kind of a little grumpy. I'm like, I really am tired. This is too far. So then I tell him, I say, after this shoot, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. And he starts, I guess, going, okay, sure. We'll see when you get here. And
You're freaking out, like, don't ruin my moment.
Of course I'm freaking out. She was mad. She almost didn't even come. She was like, I really don't feel that well. I think I'm just going to stay home today. Can't we just make up the shoot another day? And I was like, and I'm like trying to figure out a way to do it. First of all, getting engaged to someone is the craziest thing in the world. It's like right before you're going to tell someone you're going to be married to them forever, they're like, show me how good you can lie to me. It's the hardest thing in the world. It's so hard. And
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
I tell her everything. So it was like, she was just upset with me because like the day before I was like making bad lies and like.
But where was the ring? Did you have it like hidden? Was it in a box somewhere? Was it in the?
It was in a box and I had it hidden in a bag that I thought no one would go in. It was the scariest week of my life.
Yeah, dude, I remember this. Yeah. And that's why, and then it went off totally without a hitch. It was great.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And she said yes.
I forgot everything.
Freaked out. I forgot everything.
You did?
It was
instantly.
And now you're planning. Now you're planning the wedding, and I'm sure the music's going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely. We're definitely not planning exactly at this moment, but we do want to make sure that the music's good, and I'm going to let that be his job.
You got engaged.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I've been the bump.
I don't know what's going on, but I do have this is a segue into what the fuck is wrong with everybody in Hollywood becoming heroin chic again.
Not heroin chic.
Oh Lord.
Girl, look, hold
I
up.
know what you about to pull up.
First of all, because Selena Gomez is one of the people, right? But I'm gonna just show y'all this right quick. Why you not?
No, for real. Why was Selena talking like that? Lucky they go together.
I'm gonna tell you, it's given. You don't have the energy. That's why you're talking like that. Hold on, let me turn and music off. Okay, here we go. Look at how much everybody has lost weight, and it's people that have had, I feel like, the same amount of weight on them the entire time we've known them. For the most part, they've been a certain size, and then all of a sudden, those Ozempics and shit come out, and now you hoes on the internet giving everybody, scare factor vibes. Hold up. But you see she's up there. She looks different. And it does give that you don't have enough energy.
Well, they say she got lupus.
I was just going to say, did she get did she get a transplant or something from a friend?
She got a kidney transplant from Francesca. I forgot her last name, an actress. And then they fell out immediately after she got her kidney.
And Selena treated that girl like she ain't never care about her ever in her life. It was terrible. Everybody was going in on Selena. This is another actress, Lily Collins.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
damn, she was already skinny. I felt like, oh my goodness.
What she played in?
I don't know. I feel like she was well known for her eyebrows. I feel like people used to always talk about her eyebrows back then.
But she's extremely thin. Like, and to me, this is unhealthily skinny to me.
Gone with the wind.
Listen, hold up. Let me see. I got another one because my girl Demi Moore, who has had an eating disorder her entire life, showed up. And she
my goodness, today.
Look, she about to pass out. Oh
my God, today. It makes me think of that movie. Oh, it's no disrespect to Demi, but her back did make me think of that movie with the witches. When you pour water on them, they turn into
it's called Witches. That's what
it was called, Witches.
Okay. That's Ronald Dawes book turn movie.
Yeah,
Houston.
And they had the little witch meeting, and the kids was under the stage looking through the thing. Yeah,
crazy.
One thing I know for sure, it's crazy as fuck how we see people swing in this direction, and this is giving more than heroin. These people almost giving like they're ready to go to glory, but
I'm good.
Okay, this is the main one. Go to glory. That was a perfect intro for that. But what I'll say is I'll sit this one out because eventually you'll see all these people trying to gain weight, no different than what they did with the ass shots.
We'll see how long it'll take though. Because I'm gonna tell you what this is giving. A lot of this I feel is about how when people are poor, when people are poor, they then make it seem as if it's a fashion statement for you to be like starving.
Yes.
And so when times are harder in the world, then it becomes, chic to look like the poor people that aren't eating. Exactly. It's the weirdest thing what the elites do and what they decide to make fashionable, because it bleeds down, right? So if everybody looking emaciated is the style, then when everybody starts fucking starving, everybody will see it as a good thing, because hey, at least I'm skinny.
You know what's crazy is who they're looking like, and may she rest in peace. But do y'all remember how the media used to talk about how sick Amy Winehouse looked?
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Osborne is crazy.
I feel like some of these people look worse than Amy, because Amy actually had a reason, right? Like Amy's an alcoholic, Amy's kind of on drugs. Yeah. And another thing that people have been talking about is like this looks maxing shit, right? Which, you know, looks maxing can be surgeries, filler, Botox, but it can also be doing meth, apparently. Yeah. Hold up, let me see. So I can see if I can pull that up for y'all.
I mean,
and I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Damn, TikTok is so annoying.
You ain't find it.
What you say?
So how do y'all feel? Because y'all know the caveat to this is we live in such a toxic positivity environment that we're not allowed to comment on women's bodies or other people's bodies. How do y'all feel about it when it comes to this? When you see people visibly looking much different, like almost alarmingly different, because then you know what somebody gonna say? Well, they did the same thing to Chadwick Boseman, and this is what happened. So
yeah,
what do y'all think?
I think people gonna do it anyway because it's just how they is. They're gonna talk about it, but I think as we talk about it, we want to be honest about what we think we see, but also leave room for these people could potentially be going through something. They could be just getting out of something, right? Like, I feel like that conversation was not only important for Chadwick, right? But Eva Marcel recently, she looks so different. When I watched her on that girls trip, I was like really, really concerned. Like, I mean, sometimes you can't help but to acknowledge the obvious. I'm sorry. You know, but maybe be a little piece of respectful though. But also, even gained a lot of weight back. Not a lot, but she looks great. She gained the right amount of weight back. But it's tough because even if you are having a conversation about somebody's appearance like that, and you're trying to be respectful, like, I mean, they could take offense to it either way it go, just off of mentioning it. You muted, Bondy.
Me personally, I really like, this is how I've been feeling lately. I don't give a fuck. Like, because essentially y'all tear Samira the fuck up on the internet whenever y'all feel like it. And you know, Samira, the big girl that got into it with Cardi B.
Love and Hip Hop, the one that went off and
no. This is the one that Cardi B got into it with her, and then everybody was on TikTok dragging her because she was talking about the fat phobia. She's always talking about fat phobia, so people are always dragging her. She went to Harvard. She's a singer.
Yeah.
Like, she does all this amazing shit, and they're always, you need to just work out. You need to just work out. When Samira played football, Samira dances. Like, Samira can bust a split. Like, this is somebody that has really good breath control. Like, she's not actually out of shape. She's just big. And so because y'all think to be big is to be obese, is to be unhealthy automatically, y'all have things to say about people's bodies when they're bigger, and y'all treat bigger people like shit, and y'all make the world terrible for bigger people, whether it comes to seating, clothes, cars, however y'all make shit. It's always in a mindset of, you just need to lose some fucking weight. We don't need to accommodate you, bitch. You just need to lose fucking weight. That's how y'all act with Samira, and everybody like her no matter what the issue is. So I feel like if you could come up here emaciated, giving all of us issues, because all of us are looking at ourselves and pulling that fat that's really just fucking skin, and questioning our body types, and are we sexy? Are we attractive? Especially as we're getting older as women, because we have grown woman weight. We was just talking about this. So to me, the mindset to be thin or to be skinny is more harmful to me than telling a fat girl, you still beautiful. It's okay. You love yourself no matter what. To me, that's not the same thing. Y'all are going to act like just telling people that they should love themselves is us telling people it's okay to be obese, but it's not. But people walking around this thin and it being a trend, that we keep seeing over and over again. Like, fuck you for saying we can't talk about this shit. Because we the ones that feel the brunt of it. The women are the ones that feel the brunt of, oh, now we're in heroin chic years. Now I have to lose more weight.
Right. The Kardashians went and got their ass shots removed. Now the black woman's ideal shape isn't ideal anymore.
Yeah, very true.
Like, come on. Yeah, this is very dangerous. This is almost more so dangerous than the thick phase, because imagine the girls 12, 13, 14. Like, I feel like in the 90s and early 2000s, it was so many people talking about having eating disorders, bulimia, all that stuff to get this look. Yeah. But I haven't heard of it as much now. I don't know if the girls are still doing it, but I can see a situation of people abusing Ozempic, even people like too young to use it. So we'll see.
Speaking of eating disorders,
absolutely.
Before I came up here, I saw this, and I guess they just put this shit on my timeline today, even though it's 5 days old. Tammy, y'all know Tammy Roman has an eating disorder, and she has had one her entirety of her life, and I blame her mama.
She still got an eating disorder. Okay.
Yeah. So she was talking about it, and I'm gonna let her, because I was just talking about how when I talked to her about it, and she talked about like how she thinks about it in her mind. I had never heard anybody explain like this is what they're seeing when they look at themselves.
Right, or fittings on the shows. They'll ask me what size I am. I say larger. The people are always pissed because then they come and go, you're a freaking 2 or you're a freaking 4, which makes me feel good in my mind. But then I'm like, at the same time, 2? Because I should be a 0.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm a 2. Which area is the 2? Because now I've got to literally, and work on that. Because I look at myself and I can find something wrong every single time.
Which is interesting because you are so good in your talent world when it comes to the entertainment industry. You're a beastie actress. You're an amazing, I'm going to call you kind of a comedian, because when you're on Miss Pat, you are killing the jokes. But then you also know how to go deep down and turmoiled. And I'm bringing that up to say those in the industry don't really survive unless something's a little different in there. Like
little cuckoo.
You need a little bit of that to really pull from what you pull from when I see you do these roles.
When I have to go for
and I love that she, it always is honest and speaking on it. But it's like it's a struggle that she's always dealing with, to the point that sometimes like she's one of the people that I like, care about from afar. And she be problematic sometimes, but I still like love her like a family member that I can't always be around.
That's Amanda.
Yes, her too. But she makes me sad about the eating disorder thing, because I feel like this is something that's been implanted into your mind, but it also is a reflection. Like when she said, I can always find something wrong. Same.
Facts. Agreed. Same.
Every time I look at myself, I can see something wrong.
Just talked about this. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. I think that's normal, but I will question, and it might sound ignorant because I really don't understand the depth of having an eating disorder. I can understand body dysmorphia a little bit. A lot of people do. I feel like it's really prevalent. Well, from my experience with like other girls I know that are very tall, like naturally we're going to wear bigger sizes. So you end up thinking that you're big in a way that doesn't really reflect your build. So I get that. But what I have to question here is, she's spoken on this for so long that I wonder what she's done to seek counsel or improvement on this. Is this just something that she's okay living with, or are you like actively in therapy? Are you talking to somebody about this, or are you kind of just like, that's just how I am, that's how I'm gonna live?
When I hear it, and I feel like this may be some of my ignorance too, when I hear eating disorder, I also think of like an addiction that anybody else may have to something. Like, it's not much different. She has an addiction to being super small. And sometimes people that do go and get that therapy, because she may have, they may need multiple tries. Maybe she has gotten some, and maybe it worked for a little bit.
Yeah.
And she back to right, because it's a battle of the mind thing, and it's an addiction to being small, and also being on film. We talked about it. Video will make you look so much bigger than what you are is insane.
That's what I was gonna say.
And
like,
I think
probably a part of it, like being on camera. Yeah.
It goes up and down. She may work through it with the person, and then she back on camera. So, and she might go right back in that cycle. So, I still think that question is good though, because it's like, well, how much therapy have you had? How much therapy does it take for a person to get to that place? But it's an addiction, so you just never know.
Yeah. So, I feel like it's one of them things that you're working in Hollywood. So even though in your mind you know that you're tripping, like something wrong with you when it comes to this, because you get the positive reinforcement from the industry that you're in, it kind of doesn't matter. And I was thinking about this, like it's so hard for people to stop doing harmful shit to themselves when they get positive reinforcement from it. So her, as long as she's thin, that's still positive reinforcement for her in a society that values being thin over being big. When the truth of the matter is, and I hope if she hear this, she don't take offense. The most beautiful Tammy is like the biggest I think she was when she was on Basketball
Wives.
Fuck out of everybody with a cigarette in her mouth.
Yes.
Like the way her face was full out, like even just the way, because she's tall. So like the solidity of her body. And I feel like she wasn't even in a good space at that time mentally, but physically it was like, besides when she was much younger, before she, when she wired her teeth wired her teeth shut and all of that. But she was beautiful, like the weight on her, because then you could really see her face, right? And then you really look at her eyes, and like Tammy's always been a stunning, stunning woman. And I just blame her mama. I'm gonna just tell you right now, I blame her mama, because I think for a lot of women, being super conscious of your weight starts with your mom, your grandmother, and the women in your family always clocking what you eat, how you eat, what your body look like. And when they impart that on you at a very young age, that you need to be conscious of how thin you are, that is going to bleed into your adulthood. I don't know why everybody act like these things don't affect you when you get older that happened in your childhood. Like people are, don't get too big. And you know how mean old black people are.
Girl, you're gonna be big as a house. Girl, you're gonna be bigger than this house. Like, girl, let me eat my foot long hot dog from Sonic and Peace with the chili cheese. Okay, bye.
Okay.
I'm 10. I'm gonna eat 5 of
them. Period. Okay.
But
I was gonna ask, did she ever mention in any interviews that maybe Basketball Wives contributed to it some, that she felt like she needed to?
Nah, because I feel like she was so in control of that situation. That wasn't even really, I think she didn't like seeing herself like that. But ultimately the issue was on Real World. Like Tammy wired her jaw shut, went to the dentist.
She did it back then.
Yeah, she did it back then in like the early 90s, because she wanted to be a model so bad.
That's what I mean. It's been going on forever.
Yeah, it's
her
been
life.
Her whole life. She's been consistently doing, and now I feel like as we're getting older, we're starting to realize more things are ED than we thought before, like dieting culture, working out, too much. Also the what's it called that B Simone and them be doing? Really, they starving themselves, but they act like it's a spiritual thing. Yes.
Fasting.
Yeah.
The fasting is also being used as a way to be small, and then everybody's lying about it and adding all this spiritual shit onto it. I needed clarity, bitch. You starving yourself.
Yo. I know, especially around this time of year. Oh, I'm doing the Daniel fast. Oh, I'm doing the Daniel fast. About to pass out. Oh, I'm doing the Daniel fast. Okay.
I be reminding myself to eat, because that's one of the reasons why I didn't go to the workout class today, because I don't like, first of all, when I'm going to do like Bobby's class is too strenuous to not eat. If I work out really early in the day and I like jump rope and do some shit, I could not eat if I work out early. But if I wait till the end of the day and I don't really like eat anything, I'll be about to pass out and I'll still be working out. And I realized I have to stop doing that. Like, that's not healthy. And I think that's kind of what men can do. But because doctors and scientists were only testing things on men's bodies, they were giving women instructions on how to do shit that really is better for men. And that's one of the things that's good for men, is working out on an empty stomach. But I don't like the repeating. You know how if you eat something and then you go work out maybe like an hour later and it should be kind of repeating on you, like you could,
I prefer to work out on an empty stomach.
Me too.
Really?
That's why if I do, I have to do it early in the day.
In the morning.
Exactly.
Yes.
In the morning.
Yeah.
If I wait, then I don't have no energy at all. And I can't really get the workout. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ate today. I had me a whole bagel and it still wasn't, by the time I got right before I needed to leave, I was like, I'm hungry and I need to eat again. And I ate a burger and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not about to have this burger repeating on me in that class. That's just not gonna happen. But that look, you know why? Because Burger King and McDonald's had a burger off on the internet, and I was like, "Oh, I want a burger from Burger King." So I went and got me a double, a bacon.
They've been acting up on that thing.
It was good too. I ate half of it. That whole was huge. Yeah, them Whoppers. Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. But yeah, y'all, I just kind of feel like you have to have a healthy relationship with food and with your body. And it's an everyday struggle, but I'm like always, and we were talking about this behind the scenes, like trying to counteract those negative thoughts because we don't see ourselves clearly, right? Like Jami be over there thinking she looked too wide, and we be like, Jami has the ideal shape. Okay, Hoes is taking pictures of Jami's body to the doctor, like give me that, right?
Yeah. I give you my life savings is what they saying to the doctor.
But they don't make clothing, I feel, after all these years, I feel like they just don't make clothing like that for the body type. So it just makes you kind of feel away. And
You
really,
gotta get it.
I'd be like, damn, I'd be feeling like my hips be like, oh my God.
It's not just you. They don't make clothes good enough anymore. So I feel like we be looking less pulled together because they don't line the clothes the same anymore. So if everybody's wearing thin clothes that are not lined, they don't add any structure. And clothes are supposed to have a certain type of structure. When we were like growing up, younger 90s, they were still lining everything. Now you buy shit from Shein and it's just the outside. What happened to the inside? You know what I'm saying? Everything is see-through.
You know, the other thing is I never really got into this before. But I think I'm about to getting probably bigger sizes and just going to get it tailored to your fit you.
That's what I was gonna say.
It sucks because the tailoring child they be
I feel like it's like that for anybody curvy though. Cause my hips ain't even really wide, but my thighs is big and it's hard for me to find clothes or jeans, especially. It's like really one brand of jeans I buy. I think we talked about this before. But I've been seeing a lot of girls go get stuff tailored, and I have gotten a few things tailored, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I feel like I have to do that too, especially because I'm short, and then I have like a smaller torso. So big titties, you know what I mean? And girl, that's another thing I be thinking about. I keep thinking about getting a breast reduction, and I had a dream that I got something done and they fucked me up, and I was so mad at myself. Why did you do that? So like,
damn.
Oh wow.
Have a dream where you just hand me some off the table and they go ahead and give it to me because I love you. Like,
I would love to please take some of it. That's why I put this top on today because people be thinking that I be lying when I say I'm a triple D, and I'm like, that's because I wear minimizer bras. But it was like, nah, let me present everybody, okay?
I'm screaming now. Let me present
okay. And this is a 30. I have a 34, like a 34. Okay. So I'm not even that big in the waist like people be thinking. I'm 34 size in the bra band, and then a triple D in the cup size. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Y'all can have it. I want the titties that don't bend over. The titties that, you know what I'm saying? The titties that don't bleed over. So you don't have that under titty part that's always hot. Y'all can have it. All I ever wanted was ass. That's all I ever wanted. Even when I was younger, I thought I was going to be cute with a B bra and a little bit of ass, proportionate. Now, I have a little bit of ass still, but way more titties than I ever wanted. Lyric is looking at it. Lyric was like, maybe you can get a C. Like, no, nigga, I want a B. I want a B. I don't want nothing. Okay, listen, I want to be able to be out here with just a shirt on. That's another thing. Bras are too fucking expensive. But speaking of clothes, moving on. Because we will just have a good conversation on y'all ass, okay? We love it. So this right here, y'all, this pissed me off.
You want me to put this on? Why? Because it's cold?
I'm getting a lot of emails.
What?
There you go.
Really?
There you go.
Okay.
That's nice.
I look like a librarian now. I need
That works.
even into tomorrow. What's going on? You want me to put this on? Why? Because it's
We
cold?
get a lot of emails.
What?
There you go.
Really?
There you go.
Okay.
That's nice.
I look like a librarian now. I need
That works.
even.
This pissed me off so bad, y'all. Like, and there are so many people in the comments, women, it's not appropriate. That's not appropriate. And I'm just like, girl, fuck all of y'all and what y'all think is appropriate. Her shoulders are bothering everybody.
Right. You don't want your husband knowing the weather.
Was that like another anchor, or was that her husband that works there with her that covered her up?
Listen, I was wondering. I think it's another anchor, but the way he was talking to her, it was like he was her nigga. And that's another reason why I didn't like it. Y'all could have had a conversation with her once she got off of the broadcast, but to bring that shit on camera, on the broadcast, like the person said, that was humiliating.
They saw her before she even aired.
Exactly.
They could have been said something to this
Talking about
lady.
we've been getting a lot of emails.
And I'm wondering who those from who? Like corporate? Are they just regular people?
And nobody gets more annoying emails than women that work for the news station. People I don't know what it is about old people sitting at home watching the news all day, but they love to tell women about themselves. It's like all they do is sit home and watch the news. Or they don't like the black girl hair because her hair natural. Or they don't like the white girl because her shoulders was out. She's showing too much. Where is she going? Like, girl, it is a black dress. It is talking about strapless. Spaghetti straps is not strapless. Lord have mercy. But it's like in a world where exactly there are trolls all over the place. Y'all really let that dictate how y'all humiliated this woman on camera. I just really didn't like it. As somebody that, used to work in the news business and understands all of that, in 2026, when everybody's a pedophile and everybody's eating babies and shit, y'all want to be puritanical. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear anything like that right now.
I also wonder if they did this to create a moment, because I think people forget the news stations also be up for moments as well.
They do.
To get eyes on the shows, because it's just real weird, because it's like, first of all, y'all had a lot of time to get to her before her thing aired. When she starts to present the weather, it don't last that long. So you could have waited till she was done and coming back from a commercial break, she could have had that on. But it was like you did it initially when she got ready to get started. So now I'm wondering, did y'all do this in an effort to conjure up some type of chaos or conversation to get more eyes on your news network in some capacity? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
I think it's probably because this is not good press. To me, this is more so that man wanted to humiliate her. That man wanted to slut shame her in some type of way.
The way he said it. Yes. We've been getting a lot of emails. I'm just put the jacket on.
Yeah, that's better. As if her covering up her arms. Oh, now we don't see the sexy parts. Because my God, when I see a woman's arm, nothing turns me on more. Like the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
I don't think it was a PR stunt, y'all. I think it was probably misogyny. Like, I think the misogyny is more likely
that could be in the PR stunt.
It could be.
That's the stunt. But the misogyny.
That's true. That is true. But just the way news stations work, I just kind of feel like this would not be the way to make a moment. Because, what is it supposed to do? Like, it's a local news station. What we supposed, girl, I don't live there. You think I'm supposed to be coming look for your local news station in Los Angeles, bitch? Like, I'm gotta make sure I go watch the weather, girl, even though I don't live there. Like, what?
But sometimes they'll do the opposite. Like, I know down here in Dallas, they had Demetria Opalor. I think I'm saying her last name incorrectly, but she's mixed. Super duper thick. Like, body was tea. And she used to be on the news, turning around, catching waist. And so many people was tuning into the news because of her. So I could definitely see it being a PR stunt. They just went the opposite direction down here. I think she was on Fox 4 News, the local news station in Dallas.
I think it was at her expense either way, but I don't like it because it does remind me, of course, at the news station, we had a girl, she still works there. Okay. I'm not, I don't want to say her name just in case she don't like that I'm saying this. Okay. But she's somebody that has gotten a lot of attention for being fine as fuck. Okay. And they're always talking about how fine she is. And, you know, we would do stories together. People like, oh, you know her. Oh, she fine. That's what I watch for. You know, nasty old men watch for the fine weather girls. Okay.
Exactly.
But it was almost like because it helped their ratings, they would allow, you know, they didn't make a big deal about her because she didn't dress in an overtly sexual way. But if you thick, you thick. It don't matter what you got on. We're gonna be able to see you got ass when you turn around and show us what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they didn't do anything to her like that. But you know what they did do? She wanted to do more serious stories. They made it harder for her. She do her packages and do her sound, and they would honestly, you know, oh, your accent is too thick in this one. They micromanaged her almost as if because they knew how well she was liked, they wanted to make sure they were keeping her from becoming somebody that everybody wanted to see by only letting her do certain types of packages. You know, you can only do the entertainment stuff. You know, or we throw you in there. And she was still like learning at that time. So she still needed to fix certain things. But to me, it was more so it's not a beauty y'all feel like y'all can really use, but y'all know that it benefits y'all news station that y'all have somebody that looks like her. But we gotta find a way in some type of way to make her feel less than.
Right. Let's keep her around, but not make her feel important.
Yes. Yes. Because we don't, and then it really would piss me off because I'm like, to watch how in New Orleans, this is a black place, y'all will still be so fucking like racist with the way y'all are doing certain things. And it's so obvious, right? But it's like y'all are covering a black mixed up culture and somehow you still find a way to be racist about it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, even when it came to like certain news stations, in the news stations, period. Why are y'all not covering second lines? Makes no sense to me. In New Orleans, when Super Sunday and St. Joseph's Day, like these are days when Mardi Gras Indians go out. So it's always a big thing. They would have me go and shoot these Irish people giving free fucking haircuts like somebody gave a fuck about that. Meanwhile, it's Super Sunday downtown and they not sending me to that. I mean, when I tell you, to me, that was like the blatant racism. We're not gonna cover this black shit. We would rather put something boring on air that's some white people. But if it's a shooting or something, oh, we need to make sure we're out there. You need to be the only motherfucker out there. We need to make sure you out there.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I quit that job.
I know you are.
I'll be so glad every day because that shit, like just watching stuff like that, like as a person that cares, that shit used to piss me off all the time. Let's move on, y'all. So more to get into. Okay, so question. I want to know how y'all feel about this because Jami, you're an actress. You've done films. Okay. So I want your opinion on this. Okay, so Michael Rainey Jr. from Power.
I'm so glad we talking about this.
Right? Says Paige Hurd told him she'd be offended if a co-star didn't react during intimate on-screen scenes. And I did not like this because even if she did tell you this, you don't tell other people this shit. I automatically feel like you might end up putting her in a situation where somebody heard you say this. So now they can low-key sexually assault her during a scene. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he said.
Thing is, yo, literally, I'm not gonna say the name, but she was like, yo, like, if I'm having
say the name because I just did Mike.
All right, but Paige, she was like, yo, like, honestly, like, if I'm like, it wasn't just with no, this is a genuine conversation. She was saying, like, if I'm having an intimate scene like with anybody and we're doing the scene for a continuous amount of time and the dude doesn't get a little bit excited or something, I'm gonna feel like a piece of shit. I'm gonna feel offended. And I'm like, shit, fuck this. I'm good.
You want to make sure everything's working accordingly. You know what I mean? You know, the blood is flowing appropriately. You know?
And a lot of times they cast beautiful women.
They do.
And you have a beautiful, and you're making out. It's like,
it's bro, we humans, man.
Like you said, you got to use the emotion.
You know what's so funny?
The thing is, yo, literally.
So I don't like this conversation because it leans to the because what actually happens a lot of the time, and I know people don't want to believe that this is what happened, but for instance, that Blake Lively situation, he's just one of the people, that is kind of teetering. But I think that happens a lot in Hollywood where they use scenes to sexually assault girls and women in movies. and they can't say anything about it because it's their career. Like even when it was America's Next Top Model, which will be the next topic, child. But in America's Next Top Model, remember when they was doing a photo shoot with Kenya and the guy kept feeling on her, and when she tells him to stop and she stops to shoot, then they make it seem like she's the problem because she wants him to stop moaning in her ear and gripping her inner thigh and shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like even though I could understand why she may feel like that as a young woman that is attractive and used to getting a certain attention, she should have never said that shit to this nigga. Like, you should have never opened up your mouth and said that to this nigga, because this is exactly what niggas do. They tell other people about it, and this is then used as an excuse for why it's okay to get on hard and kind of push boundaries with women while y'all are acting.
A few things I wanted to say. Number one, I agree. And she definitely should have never mentioned this. And now I'm wondering, like, why would you even say this? Were you saying this to kind of like try to impress him? Like, were you crushing on him or something like that? And you were saying it in a context of like, I'm gonna say I want everybody, but really I just want you to kind of like show me that you're interested because I'm interested in you. You know what I'm saying? Without saying it. But I could have sworn that and I could have been wrong, but the rumors were swirling that they were dating. So when I first saw this clip come across, I'm like, yo, bro, why y'all keep trying to make this girl the butt of y'all jokes? Because this really like y'all second time, like it seems to come at her. Because when she sat on the podcast, she talked about how she wanted y'all to meet her fiance, but y'all was running all around the club as if they were avoiding meeting him. So it was like some issue with that. So I'm like, Michael, were y'all dating? And are you like feeling away because it ended up not being you? And that's why, you know, you didn't want to meet the ex or whatever, you giving her a hard time. And then now she's coming up in conversation again. Matter of fact, I really feel like this may be the third time. I feel like they mentioned something about her before. She came on the show. They had a discussion that kind of went viral. And then now here we are with this. Now, granted, I'm not sure if all of this stuff could be potentially in 1 or 2 episodes. But to me, it just looks like you just keep cracking on her. And it's kind of feeling like you're sore. It's giving F-boy a little bit. And maybe y'all were kicking it, but weren't official. And you always were like, I guess, play her to the left like that. And this is another moment where it kind of seems like he's playing her to the left like that again by saying that. Like, why would you need to say that? Now, granted, I will say this, though. I think and I could be wrong, okay? I feel like when you are in charge of the movie, to me, I feel like it may be easier for you to like push boundaries. If you're not like, if you don't have such a higher position, I don't know. Cause well, it depends. Cause a lot of people can be in the room when y'all are doing these intimate scenes. And if the actors may request a certain stuff for people to step out or whatever, then maybe they step out and then maybe, you know, you are able to push certain boundaries that you shouldn't push. I don't know. But, the moral of the story for me is he sounds like he's a bit sour at the fact that she's engaged or married now, that he needs to share that. Because I think they used to like, I thought they was kicking it in real life. Like
I think they were friends, but I don't think they were dating. To me, this gives the impression that like he probably had a crush on her and maybe she used to flirt with him from time to time, which is probably why she told him that, but she was never going to take him seriously because he's a fucking child, just based on the comments that I've seen, not from this video, but not just from this video, but the other video that Jami was referencing too. One of the things that was funny was that not only did they run off on her in the club to avoid meeting her fiance, but she said that when she got engaged, both of them had unfollowed her. And they hadn't talked to her for I don't know how long because she was engaged. And I almost brought this up last month when we was kind of talking about the Cam Newton thing, because then it goes into the situation of, can you ever really have platonic male friends? And in this situation, maybe she thought that they were her friends. And, you know, Michael, Tyreek, he's giving Tyreek in real life, he never really wanted to be her friend. And now you mad as fuck. So you look like a clown talking bad about her in interviews. And honestly, I hope that people take this as a sign that he's unprofessional as hell and not to cast him. Like, just be Tyreek and do your little interviews talking about people who you used to work with. Because like Bondy said, that could be a danger to your female castmates because you putting a target on her back.
Right. He just, that's like, if that's scene work, that like, that's type of stuff, like you shouldn't be, like, you ain't got to tell nobody. Like, why would you say that on a podcast?
And I hope her fiance run down on their ass and y'all didn't want to meet him. Why would you say some shit like that?
It's definitely given she liked him at one point, and he probably kept playing her to the left, like situationships go. Dude never expecting the girl to stop rocking with him. She not talking to him no more. Go off, get a man, get engaged, and you still mad.
Well, I don't even think she wanted him, and I think that's why he even more mad. He thought he had a chance that he didn't have. No, I don't think so.
Let's see what happened in this clip. It said Paige and Michael acting like exes with unfinished business for a minute straight. Let's see.
You guys were always my crazy stuff. You guys were my entertainment. You guys were definitely my entertainment. That's all we were. And yeah, that's all you were. That's all you were.
Yikes!
No, you guys were hilarious. But like, you remember when you like go out of town and like out of the country, and like I know it was so bad. It got so bad. I got taken off the close friends. No. It's true. I got taken off the close friends and unfollowed by this one. So it's like, what did I do? I just like to watch.
You were like everybody's TV crush.
Okay.
You were.
Oh, thanks. I was your crush.
You were
not back then.
Hold on. Can we cut Michael out of the feed? You were my crush. Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear you. Do you think people were sliding in your DMs? Like, what kind of guys were?
I mean, listen. I will also tell you. But I'll tell you, a lot of people did not get responded to. Like,
I don't know why Michael unfollowed you. Michael, you're gonna have to. That's you got to pay this conversation.
The thing, like, I don't know. That's gonna be tripping. You know,
Instagram be tripping is so. You guys did not bring me on this podcast to play in my face. I know you did.
Okay, I need to see if I can find another clip because my God, on today. Is this the fiance? I'm about to say, what the fiance look like?
I don't know. I've never seen the
fiance.
That's
all you were.
I've been getting racks on. I gotta put music on everything, my nigga.
I know.
Oh, they made a whole little video.
They used to be with each other a lot. That's why some of them speculations started to come out. She would post him, he would post her. So people like, yo, they dating. They've been at basketball games together.
Even the way he just had his hands on her shoulder, to me, it just seemed like he was trying to impose himself on her. Like, it gives to me that he wants her more. Oh, hold on. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling.
She was with you right up into the end. She was with you
I
right
said
up
he was
into the
imposing himself.
end.
Then there she go imposing herself.
Hold on, let's see what somebody said.
Instagram be tripping. That shit funny as fuck, y'all. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. You could tell that him and Paige had something going on, but he really heard about the situation. I feel like out of respect, he removed himself, like unfollowed her off Instagram because he probably saw that she did get engaged and stuff, and he just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna remove myself. Instead of staying there, instead of liking her pictures and stuff and doing other shit, knowing that he might still got a certain type of feeling for her, he removed himself. And it's crazy because some of y'all would think of like, why would you do that weird shit? And she probably thinking of it that way. But honestly, if somebody really had feelings for somebody and really cared about somebody, they definitely would probably remove themselves from any access to you just so they wouldn't see it personally, or just out of respect for you and your spouse or your.
But that goes to show that he wasn't really your friend from jump. Because if he was really your friend, then this shit was been an issue.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say okay. But she was like, yo, like, if I'm having she was my
came out and said that Michael Rainey and Paige Hurd clearly had some shit.
So why they pick that part, Necey? That part where you was like,
that's what I was thinking. But I will say this looks very little bro. The way she grabbing his head feels little bro to me.
Her letting him grab her chin was not little bro at all. Her grabbing his ear in that other photo, that other video, grabbing at the ear. I'm like, yeah, these people.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I was trying to see if they was gonna, put another like. I thought I saw a little video or something up in here somewhere. Nah, okay, but yeah,
he's still wrong as hell.
Oh, girl, what is this?
Why does everybody think we fuck?
They went together. Damn. They did. The way her whole body turned into his, yeah, girl, it's giving us my man, and I'm beside. Oh,
but that's why I feel like he played with her. I think knowing how us women can be, she was more into him.
What she said about the close friends, what she said about that made it seem like they was fucking, like you saying, Jami, they was together. and then the close friends. So you acting like y'all just friends, y'all not really together, but y'all are messing around, right? And then you go out of town, you unfollow her, take her off the close friends because you out there with another broad, and she like, oh, now we unfollowing each other.
And that's why and niggas gonna always give it away. He was like, that's how we were. She's like, that's how you were. Like, that is the response.
But she said that's all it was.
Like, you was playing with me, and I'm done with you.
Yes.
When they were sitting down.
That's all it was. Is kind of giving like, okay, I'm following Jami. It's kind of giving you was playing in my face, and you didn't want to take me for real. So yeah, that's all it was. It was just entertainment.
Yeah.
Now I'm engaged and you mad.
And you didn't think that I was gonna boss up on you as quick as I did. Okay, moved on, and now I'm engaged. Now you mad. Now you running all around a party trying to hide from me
and talking about
they all my
niggas. And you know, whenever they say, oh, a whole bunch of niggas in the DMs, that's because you mad that I'm somebody. Yeah, you mad that I'm somebody that you can't just hold down. Anybody gonna be looking for me? What you mean?
Okay.
You thought you could play with me?
Paige?
Yeah,
I got on today. Let's hear what she hold up. Because let me see. Hold up.
Don't follow me. I can't be on your close friends if you don't follow me.
Like, follow her back right
No, please don't. Please don't. Stay where you're at.
When you
It's
was on my
totally
close friends,
fine.
you wasn't.
No, yes, I was. I love when you guys, I mean, I don't love it, but I love when you guys act up. It's hilarious to me. And I just be cracking up. You guys be so bad.
Yeah.
You guys are bad.
So that's my psyche behind it. It has nothing to do with you. I promise. I don't know why Michael unfollowed you. Michael, you're going to have to, that's you, God, and Paige's conversation.
I don't know. Like the thing, like, I don't know. Instagram be tripping. I don't know. You know,
nigga scratching the head.
Okay. You guys did not bring me on this podcast to play in my face. I know
We're not
you
playing
did.
in your face. I just told you honestly how I feel. I want to meet your fiance, and I want to, like, you know what I mean? Let's go to a Suns game, you know?
Well, come on down to Phoenix.
Anyway, so what's life right now? Like, you're engaged, you're living in Arizona.
You don't.
So it's absolutely giving white boy is like, I had to unfollow you because he made me unfollow you.
And I know all y'all see.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I
got him, Paige.
so I had to be on his side. But you know what? You right. We was lying in front like he wasn't really trying to fuck with you like that. So you right. I'm wrong. Like I shouldn't have took his side like that completely. Because I could have kept following you and not talk to you.
If you notice, she really seems like she's talking more to the white guy than she is to Michael. It's like, I'm so fucking pissed with you still, in a sense, you know. Child, they was hunching it down. I don't care what nobody say.
You right.
Stick it beside it.
And like I feel like I was involved in most of it. So
I was trying to see, like, because there are little clips from this podcast.
There are so
I was trying to see if there was anything else, you know, mixed up in there that, you know, was a other clip. I'm sure there's more that they said. But yeah, girl, that's messy as fuck. That's unfortunate. But Michael does seem like a douche. I'ma just keep it a buck, you know. Like he seemed a lot like his character. I'm not even gonna front on y'all.
And same that's why I called him Carrey. Once he got it, he can't shake it.
That's why I called Michael Tyreek, because I couldn't stand that little ass boy on it. Oh my gosh, that boy used to piss me off.
Definitely.
He's still pissing me off with these clips.
All right, y'all. So let's move on from there. Okay, young girls, please protect yourself. That's why we telling y'all, be careful. You can't be friends with these niggas. You can't be trusting these niggas. Okay. And you're gonna have to learn these things on your own. But as soon as you think you cool with a nigga and y'all friends like that, you know what I'm saying? Here you are. It's only a few dudes that's really gonna like be respectful and uphold the you my friend, you my homegirl, and I ain't trying to fuck with you like that. But most of the time, girl, if you a little bit attractive, all these niggas that pretend like they're your friend, girl, they will fuck. They just waiting on the opportunity. Look a lyric. Pretended like it was my
yeah, you did tell us that, right? I got a gay friend waiting in the cut. Like a gay man.
Wait, I'm about to say, a girl?
No. I have a gay man and
okay,
a gay man friend, and he has a list of people who, I'm trying. Y'all ain't gonna know who I'm talking about, but he in an open relationship. Basically, they have a list of people who they have passes on. Like, sure, and when I'm on the list for females, that's not happening.
Oh wow!
I love my friend, but that's not happening.
Mm-mm.
Like,
why?
yeah.
Okay, so why wouldn't you fuck him?
I wouldn't fuck him because that's my other best friend's ex-boyfriend, and just what I know about ain't
What
no
about
way.
on like without the connections, like a purely physical standpoint?
Still
no. Okay.
No, no. Mm-mm.
What if he was cute?
Not what if he was.
He's cute.
Nah. What if he was cute?
Like fine?
Yes. Like that nigga that was on that BET show that one time that was bisexual, and then he was fine. And it was
trying to make me say something problematic.
BET show bisexual, but was fine.
I don't want no nigga that takes dick.
Cut the shit.
Somebody.
Cut the show. I'm done.
I don't want no nigga that take dick. Okay,
man, that was
fine.
Damn. I'm screaming.
I don't care.
BET show.
Okay.
What was it? Man that was gay.
It was Boomerang. Old boy from Boomerang. The bisexual.
Okay.
You want me to pull him up? So we can see
The light skinned dude?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I ain't know about them. I don't.
Hold on, let me see.
In a minute.
I'm about to pull it up. Child, why it was like one of the first things that came up.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all wilding like hell. Y'all are wilding.
What?
He looked like the boy from Beyond the Gates.
But no. I
That
feel
young man
like
is married,
maybe
though.
this picture is not doing him justice.
shit,
But
that
on
don't
the
matter.
show, he just had like, the earring or a different like hair, but
The
it wasn't.
earring.
Yeah, it wasn't like a physicality type of thing. Like I think a lot of times women don't want niggas that look like they got hips because they getting dick. That's what it is. You don't want a nigga that look like he got hips and these hips are meant for fucking. Like that's not what you want. Like you want narrow hips. You don't want, nobody that give gap booty. You know what I'm saying? It's just nothing that makes it seem like he bending over, busting it open. Okay. Like that's, I think, the main thing for most women. Don't want no nigga with no thighs and no hips and shit. But
And that's just because
this
it's kind of like Mama Joy said, you don't want two little people with big heads in a relationship. And we can't both have hips and legs and hips and body. I would hate for the sons to come out with legs and hips and bodies as well. So it's just like, I just don't want no man with legs and hips and bodies just because of that. Not because I think he getting fucked. I just
it's because you think he getting fucked.
Nah, I wouldn't even think that. And not by body type, I wouldn't even. Shit, the earring would make me think he was getting fucked, not the hips. The dangly earring.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the dangly earring would make me think that, not even like based on his build.
Yeah, I feel like the dangling earring be giving it away.
Maybe it's because I'm from Louisiana. Maybe that's why. Like, Frankie Beverly, like niggas wear earrings. Like it don't be like we don't automatically, like
No,
niggas
the dangling, not the earrings, the dangling earrings.
Yeah, the dangly earrings, especially the cross, the one cross dangly earring. That and the nose ring. Child.
That's a lot, nigga. You doing too much. You expressing yourself a little too.
You expressing yourself too much. You are.
Hey,
you are.
Put all of that self-expression back, okay?
Okay.
See, we gotta grow out of that, man. We gotta let niggas wear earrings, bro. This is unfortunate. Nigga can't do nothing but wear stud earrings. That is so boring. I'm glad I'm not a nigga. I'm glad I'm not a nigga because y'all make it hard. I mean, we make it hard on niggas. I'm not gonna act like it's just y'all because y'all see this nigga. Like, I can't. You have to have a certain level of niggerdom about you to be a woman.
It's not. But hear me out. It's not for some. It's not for the sake that we just don't like it. Fuck. I don't even want to talk about this no more because we gonna go down. Let me sit back.
Yeah, Necey, don't be homophobic on this episode. We trying
No, I'm not being homophobic. It's not being homophobic. I'm saying, I was gonna start talking about let me stop because this ain't gonna go. Next.
Listen.
I don't like dangly earrings on men. That's it.
Listen, all we know is, nigga, you can't be stylish. Okay? You can't be stylish. You can't, and that's my cute word. Because I don't want to keep calling niggas sassy. So stylish is my word that I changed that out for. That sound nicer. Okay? You can't be out here being stylish. Now, let's move on to another stylish nigga. Carlos. Okay, Carlos King. Very stylish. Okay. He wears sparkly suits. We love it. And that's another thing. Oh, Necey, I'm about to go in right quick. Because they made me think about Usher.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying men can't be stylish. You know, I love a man with a bell bottom. That's not gay. But it's something about
the dangly earring, but not the bell bottom.
Yes, but the dangly ear. Okay, you know how I say if a girl eyebrows is fucked up, then you know that something is delusional. So usually with men with the dangly earrings, it's not the fact they're just wearing the dangly earrings. Those men typically have a personality that's a bit more sassy. I'm thinking about the boy from Love Is Blind, whatever the fuck the boy name was. I can't even remember, but I've seen a lot of men. What is it? His name started with a B. I don't know. They was calling him barista. Something. It's something about them men that just be like, I'm the bad bitch. And that flows over into their personality. So that's why
that's the main thing. You can't be that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, only one of us can wear dangly earrings because I'm the main character. And if that's your character trait, you think you the bad bitch, it ain't gonna work out. So I'm here for the bell bottoms. I'm not here for the bedazzly jeans and shit. It's certain things I like. But Bartise, that's his name. But it's more so of what I think the personality traits lean over into. Just like the eyebrows. I don't like dangly earrings. I don't like boxy eyebrows.
Got you. Child, why I'm sitting up here trying to find, and I found it when I was talking about Frankie Beverly. Okay. And this is why I said Frankie Beverly be looking like a New Orleans nigga and not a Philadelphia nigga. You see the earring? And then when he got older, and Aaron Neville too. Aaron Neville is another one. That's why I was like, maybe it's because I'm from New Orleans and niggas just be wearing earrings out here.
That's a hoop earring though, right?
I can't tell.
It don't look like nothing that he's wearing to me looks.
Didn't Wesley Snipes wear one in that what was it, New Jack City?
He did. Oh, let me see if I can
He
find
made that one look good. I'm not gonna.
But also Wesley Snipes was a psychopath in that movie. So that's another thing.
Frankie Beverly look like Todd for a second though?
He look like who?
He looked like Todd Tucker.
That was interesting.
Ooh.
He looked just like Todd. Look, somebody else said that too. He looked just like Todd in that picture.
He does. That's gross. I love Frankie Beverly. I'm sorry, that's not gross. I don't mean to say it like that because Todd not ugly. I'm sorry. But I saw Todd today on the internet and it made me upset. I'm sorry. Let me
Yes, he does. Rest, sir.
Yeah.
He also looks like Cecil as well.
Oh, wow.
Rest, sir, please.
But Frankie Beverly also looks like other niggas. Like he is in the Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye collection of niggas. Okay. I don't know why, but these are the niggas that he's hand in hand with. Okay.
Go ahead, Frankie.
And all of these
But
niggas.
yeah, I like this look. Nothing about this is giving.
But even as he got older, he would always have that little earring. Now, Aaron Neville is probably somebody, when I bring him up with the earring, that's the one you're going to be like, yeah, nah. Because he be having leather on. Aaron Neville be like in leather vest and shit with an earring. Hold up. You get me in a crowd of high class people. Yeah, then you talk real rude to me. Yeah, Aaron Neville will wear an earring and he still look like he gonna murder you. See, that's what it is. New Orleans people, like we wear earrings and it be like a little bit of an extra, but we also look like we'll murder you. So then you don't feel that way. Because you don't think femininity is soft. You see?
Okay, I think we're misaligned here. I'm talking about a specific type of nigga who wears dangly earrings.
Yeah.
I'm talking about city trends with the dangly earring. I'm not talking about like
the niggas that wear the cross, but I'm saying like the reason why I don't think about those dudes like that is because these are the niggas that were famous in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, and I feel like you're showing people that are actually like artsy, eclectic, like
Yes.
those types of things. That
That's
makes sense. I'm talking about the niggas who think they're stylish but they're not. The people like clearly lame, and then you go put that hoop earring in. I'm talking about a very specific type of character.
I feel like there's a overlap because we'll talk about it later, but I know a nigga like that. Okay. I know a nigga like that where they have that like stylish thing, and I question whether they homeboy want to fuck them. So there's that. Right? We'll talk about it later. Anyway, because I'm gonna get too personal. Nigga said not LB, sure. Let's get into what Takara said, because if y'all was watching America's Next Top Model thing, y'all saw that Tyra was getting ate up recently. And it was really because Tyra is sitting up there with that fuck it face. Like, she don't know what happened. She wasn't really in the editing base. She don't know. She just showed up as a black lady and did her job. And y'all just trying to blame all of the things that the corporation did on her. And I'm like, look, that's not what happened. We spent the last 20 years defending Tyra Banks because that was the industry. That was the time. That's modeling. It wasn't until just now with this Netflix documentary that I was like, you know what? You right. I remember when I was watching that shit back then, I used to be getting aggravated by Tyra. Ain't no fucking poor Tyra. Tyra's not poor. There's no reason to poor Tyra. She's not poor. Okay? She's somewhere in fucking Australia with an ice cream shop and crazy bitch eyes. Okay? And on top of that, before the ice cream shit, it was a MLM. She was trying to do an MLM. Y'all got to stop feeling sorry for millionaires that's looking for broke people to exploit. These people would not piss on you fire. Stop it. And that's what we're trying to draw y'all attention to. It's not the fact Tyra's not the only person to blame here. The Jays were ain't shit. Nigel was ain't shit. Janice was ain't shit. Ken Mock was ain't shit. Les Moonves was ain't shit. UPN was ain't shit. How dare that UPN bitch say we didn't recognize Tyra with her clothes on? Bitch, fuck you. We didn't recognize you without all them black people making you money. The fuck? I'm sorry. She pissed me off. If you watch the documentary. But Takara came out and was saying she didn't have a bad experience with Tyra. And I'm like, because Tyra is manipulative as fuck. And I think she knows how to play with certain people. Like the girls who I think were, I don't know how to explain it, because I feel like there were some girls that it's like if they tried to retain any of their self-respect, Tyra would beat them down even more. But then if it was somebody she felt like she couldn't really fuck with, then maybe she would just give up and leave you alone. But it was almost like she knew they was going to do that shit to Takara. She didn't have to be mean to Takara herself. She knew that they were going to be mean to Takara because Takara was a bigger black woman. But Takara defended her at first, but now that Takara has watched the documentary, it sounds like she's changing her tune. Let's listen to what she got to say, unfortunately, on the Jasmine brand, where they clip everything at 5 seconds.
That Tyra during the documentary, because that's not the Tyra that you know.
Well, yeah, I thought when I watched the documentary and I've seen how she conducted herself in the interview, I do feel that it was very much performative. I don't think it was very genuine. I think she didn't show vulnerability, and I didn't think she showed empathy. And I think if she would have did that, then we would have forgiven her, because we all understand the climate back then. We all understand the business now, right? So we all understood what the culture was. We get that. And if she would have just forgiven her, because said that, or just admitted with honesty, with just vulnerability, we would have been like, oh, girl, we get it. We understand. Right. I don't think they would have been nailing her to the stake like they are.
But to me, she deserves it. Because I think a lot of us were like protecting her for a long time. And then Janice came out, but Janice has been talking about Tyra being a bitch for years. And that was the thing that I kind of was looking at this week is how much we forget that people have been talking about America's Next Top Model being problematic since the shit was on. But because there was no social media, y'all don't have tweets to go and find. But people did Hollywood stories on America's Next Top Model. They sat down and did interviews with Tyra. Tyra interviewed some of these girls on her own show and continued to victimize them and kind of sit there with her head like this, asking them leading questions. And, you felt like this, didn't you? And, to me, I just feel like she deserves the public lashing that she's getting. Nothing is actually happening to her besides people are online saying the bitch is crazy and she's a sociopath.
Has Takara spoke out against Tara before?
No, she's always said she did not have a bad experience with her. She's always said that, that wasn't my experience. I had a good experience. And then she watched the documentary and saw some of the stuff. But I feel like Eva had that same response. But Eva was kind of more so like a little bit full of shit to me. Because I'm like, Eva, come on, girl. Like, you knew what they were doing to Yaya.
Yeah, Eva was very much like, I'm grateful, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am. But I think what Takara says is valid. Like, if she would have apologized, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying in a different tone. Like, the times was different. So I wasn't really too crazy mad about it. Mm-hmm. But I do think that Tyra is fucked up. So I can definitely see it. And I think that one of the things I wanted to call out, I just had a memory. Takara was on Biggest Loser too.
Yeah, she was.
She was on America's Next Top Model and Biggest Loser, two throwback 2000 reality shows who've just had documentaries made out about them because all the fucked up stuff that people used to do back then. So if anybody understands it, Takara absolutely understands it because she's seen all parts. She was on the show, getting ridiculed for her size on the show, went to another show where they went through extreme measures to lose weight. And then she even got some like hosting gigs after it. So I would say she's seen success and she's seen all parts. So I'm with her 100%. If Tyra just would have been apologetic, then yeah, we would get it. But Tyra don't give a fuck.
Exactly. And that's why she's getting the lashings that she's getting. And that's the reason why. Well, not the reason why. So I just feel like Takara, I haven't even heard Yaya say anything, but the ladies that received success after the show, I don't expect them to speak out and say anything different because for them, those are like colleagues and they're not going to want to ruffle any feathers. So they're just going to keep it cute. Even if they did experience some stuff, I didn't experience that, but those people got a right to tell their stories and because a lot of people that came to tell their stories, they're not in the same place as those ladies and they didn't get the benefits, but that's what it is. It would have been all resolved. I don't even know if it would have been resolved if Tyra would have said she was sorry. I don't think so. Depending on how she would have said it, I feel like that sorry would have been like, damn, here.
Nah, not if she was like,
genuine.
Yeah, like
it's the fact that she's not capable.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
He's not really taking any accountability at all. But it's always been like this. There's always been a level of that was the time. And she's so performative and detached, like as an individual. It's not even just not being accountable for what we're talking about in a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like one of them people that's been like chemically lobotomized. Even her eyes are different. Like the way she talks, it's very weird. Like this.
I think that's mental illness, though. People's eyes be changing with the mental illness.
I think so. And I don't know what it's about. It also made me question what we felt about her and her mom, because it always seemed as if her mom was more protective of her. So Tyra seemed as if she was saved from some of the shit that other models had went through because her mama was right there. Mm-hmm. Now I'm starting to feel like that may not have been the case. It might have more so been like a Sonya Norwood situation where, yes, I can help you with your career and that makes me feel important, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually like nurturing or loving or anything to you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to play what Yaya said. This is from last year because they had some type of ceremony situation where she was in the same room with Tyra and she talked about finally fully forgiving her. So I'm like, when people say that they don't remember Yaya, I'm like, Yaya has been saying shit consistently for years about the show and about Tyra and the racism and trying to make her feel bad about being pro-Black and then positioning her as the bad guy because she refused to let them break her.
Oh,
And
wow. I guess I just wasn't paying attention during then because I didn't know she said anything.
Oh, Yaya has been one of the most vocal about how fucked up they were because they really tried to play her out about her heritage and being proud of being Black. So like she consistently,
she should have been the first one on the documentary.
I think probably at this point she's just tired of it because she was the most vocal at a time when nobody else was. So I think that now everybody's catching up and she's now let it go. But this is what she said.
There's gonna be another one.
Yeah, there is. I think there is gonna be another one. Vice is coming out with one. But this is what she said just last year.
Y'all know, let's talk about manipulative editing and weaponization of girls' weaknesses, from catalyzing body dysmorphia to eating disorders, from anti-Blackness to blackface photo shoots. Like, yes, there was real trauma, and it wasn't by accident, but by design. The goal was entertainment over real-world modeling preparation, and especially over mental health. So it's no wonder that tell-all documentaries are coming out and that contestants are speaking after all these years, even decades, about healing from the shock of the...
This is not the one. I don't know why they're showing like this visual from when she talked the first time. This is from...
Oh, wow. A lot was said and a lot was not said. So what happened was I went to the bathroom once in the entire ceremony. It just so happened to be right before Tyra spoke. Her name wasn't on the program. Nobody knew she was going to speak. It was just like unexpected. By the time I left the bathroom, I got caught in some conversations in the hallway. And then I thought, oh, now is a good time to do the photo studio that they had there. So I went to the photo studio. Tyra was sitting in the room in the corner with her, I think, publicist. And there was no one else in the room except for the 4-person camera crew. What? I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't had a real interaction with this woman since 2004. And the story that I had been telling for so long was a story of trauma. There's so many things that happen on the show, some of which y'all know. Let's talk about manipulative editing and weaponization of girls' weaknesses, from catalyzing body dysmorphia to eating disorders, from anti-Blackness to blackface photo shoots. Like, yes, there was real trauma, and it wasn't by accident, but by design. The goal was entertainment over real-world modeling preparation, and especially over mental health. So it's no wonder that tell-all documentaries are coming out and that contestants are speaking after all these years, even decades, about healing from the shock of the experience. To be honest, the most shocking of which did not even air, but we're not going to get into that. Okay. When I saw her, the old me would have been like feeling heat, maybe my heartbeat would have sped up, or I would have tensed, or I would have had a conversation with myself about making eye contact, and well, she looks back at me, then like all this energy wasted. And when I saw her, I was genuinely excited, and I walked over and we had a beautiful conversation. And no, there's no explicit apology, but you could see in that video she's sick of people every once in a while bringing up these controversial clips from the show. And not for nothing, but some of the same people who are making these little videos and commentaries about, oh my God, can you believe this happened? Can you believe that happened? Back then, we're watching it and laughing and not really seeing anything wrong with it. Yes, things change. Like, after that magical moment, I went back into the room. Mind you, I still didn't know that she'd spoken. So I get back into the room, and there are a few sisters, right, in the community who were like, yo, yeah, like, we was looking for you. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, we was trying to see, like, when Tyra spoke, we was trying to see what you was doing. We was gonna follow your lead. Like, do we stand? Do we sit? Do we cross our arms? Do we clap? Like, what do we do? And I was like, oh my God, y'all, stop. I had to tell them about the moment that I just had. Something so magical happens when you just make the choice to let something go.
So she just now talking about letting that shit go last year. So yeah, like it just so happens that now that they want to do something, she's just now over it. But I remember she's been the most vocal because, you know, I really loved her and Eva, and putting them up against each other. I remember feeling really upset about it. It was the season that I was the most like in tune with what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember liking them both and not liking how they were kind of giving Eva like the light skin, light eye, you're the preference, versus the beautiful black woman who's pro-black. And so you kind of put the two black bitches up against one another. And it's like they're making you dislike the one that's pro-black. Because why you gotta be so pro-black? You know what I mean? Like it was just annoying. And I felt that way back then. There was a lot of times like during the show where you were expecting Tyra to say something different and she would say the same shit that Janice said. That's why when Janice came out talking about Tyra was a bitch, it's like, yeah, girl, we know. Like you were a bitch more, but
yeah, I'm so confused she would even say that.
But it's because she been saying that shit for years though, y'all. Like Tyra fired her. Like they fired her. So she was, you know, she was on one from the time she got, like I pulled up a video from her from like 07 drunk talking in a black accent to somebody about how Tyra ain't shit and she gonna start her own modeling agency.
I remember that. I remember that. That's crazy.
So that's why I was like, we forget like all of the years that people have been talking about this before social media.
Yeah.
Y'all have anything else to add? Okay, good. We're about to move on. I have one more story before we get to the TV shows.
Okay.
I was gonna spread this out a little bit, but you know, we've been talking. So girl, we just gonna get into it. So have y'all heard about the 11-year-old girls on TikTok, the twins, and the mama got them wearing the barrettes and the plaits in their hair and all of that shit? Okay, so let me play the video for y'all because this is how it started, right? At first it was like, okay, everybody is kind of upset, and it's like y'all are upset because these 11-year-olds who look a little older because they're tall are wearing plaits. Like, what are we talking about? But it really became more a thing about the mom and the mom trying to keep her daughters in a child's place. So we're gonna watch some videos and y'all tell me what y'all think.
What's up, lovely people? You know your girl didn't get nothing but a drop of sleep last night or 4 days this morning, but I had to get back up and see about these kids getting to school. Now, the twins had a doctor appointment, so I went on and kept them home because they had to be there at like 10:45 for their 11-year-old checkup. And baby, I didn't have time to be up trying to comb no hair this evening for the Black History program. But before I actually started vlogging, y'all, I did wash their hair, and this is me in real time detangling it, moisturizing it, and doing some ponytails. Now my daughters are 11 and they be wanting weave in their hair and all that. And I'm like, girl, look, y'all better embrace y'all hair. Because there's some kids out here wishing they had this hair y'all had. All y'all got to do is just let mama take care, and y'all going to stay in a child's place as long as y'all up under my roof. Now, I love to see me some juicy twists, so I did them.
I'm trying to get this shit off the screen. It won't go down now that I done clicked it, child. Left.
Yeah.
Damn.
And 2 bangs and a little 2 ponytails in the back, whatever you want to call that. That's what they got. Anyways, y'all, why Papa got sick while he was at the Head Start today, y'all? Took him to the doctor with us. Praise God, Dr. Spade was able to see him. How you doing? Hello. Dr. Spade was able to see him while the twins had their appointment, and he ended up with strep. They got their shots, and yeah.
It's the fact that you're doing like TikToks at the doctor's office. I almost laughed the shit out you. But anyway, I'm sorry. So I didn't say nothing when I first saw it, but then she got into it with another lady because this lady made a video because everybody was talking about the 11-year-olds with the barrettes because they look older because they're tall. Yeah. And so it looked like you putting the hairstyle of a toddler on these girls that are like 5'7", 5'8", or some shit like that. And it's like, why are you doing that? Are you doing that to, I'm trying to keep them in a child's place. That shit, that irked me just a tad bit, but I didn't feel no way just yet. So
people to understand,
I'm watching. This lady made a video and then shit got way messier.
I am not trying to tear Portia down, right? I want people.
Hold up.
To understand that she's building her platform. She has 7 kids, and that means she has a lot of things that she can get popular and viral from. And so when she's putting her attention and her content on the focus of her children, it has to be positive. It has to be in a light of their intelligence, right? Their hobbies, things that make their day better, okay? She could talk about how she keep her house organized, how her house is so clean with 7 kids, right? How she's able to juggle the task of having 7 kids, going to sports, getting them to school, getting them ready for bedtime, because she does have some shit going on over there in motion, right? We see that, right? We don't want her kids going viral for something negative, right? We don't want this negative spotlight on them. That was the whole point of my first video, right? And so we want to pour into our daughters.
Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to find that first video. Girl, it was so many fucking videos. These hoes was going back and forth forever. Hold up, because this the first.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. This is the first one I saw.
We can't hear it if you playing it.
Huh?
Are you playing it?
Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize that it didn't click on the video I pressed. Child.
That they're your only option, right? Like no, nigga, I am a whore. Just let's not.
But you talking about I need to stop focusing on men. I need to close my legs and stop having kids.
That's when I first. This is the video that made me tap in on the situation. Okay, now I didn't go to Diamond's page to see what her original video was. I thought that other one was it, but then I saw this, which was the response, because Portia, the parent, put several, like at least 2 or 3 videos where she clipped things that this girl said in order to argue with her on social media. And it wasn't really kind of making sense at first. Like, it was like, what's your point here? But basically saying you're a whore, but I'm a mother. And it's like, yeah, girl, you got 7 kids. And I don't have any. And I'm a whore. Yeah. I'm better off than you. That was the idea. But this is when shit really went and this is when I really tapped in, because this is what I was picking up on from a woman that's combing them little girls' hair, putting them barrettes on there, talking about I'm making my children stay in a child's place. I'm gonna let Diamond tell y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's not like doing what it's supposed to be doing. My bad.
Now, why would you post me? Why the fuck would you post me, right? But I have a question. Let's talk. Let's clarify some things with me. So I see that you have 3 kids under 3, okay? You got 7 kids in total, but you got 3 under 3, and you planned the 7th child, right? And so I went to go look for the baby daddy because I just want to know. I really wanted to get some insight on the situation because you rubbed me the wrong way. And I went on his page, and it was very weird. His page was really, really weird, right? And so I found Jaborg, and I had searched him up on Google because I wanted to see what type of person he was, because he looked like a red flag to me. And so I see that in 2024, 3 under 3, he was charged with 2 counts of domestic violence in the 2nd degree on a pregnant woman. And I'm assuming you were the pregnant woman, right? And so you are really making this point on you going to keep your daughters in a child's play as long as they under your roof. They're going to be wearing the hairstyle you want them. You got this big energy for them, right? And so could your children, your daughters, be acting out of school? Because I see you posted that on the internet as well. Could that man be playing a role in the instability of your daughter's behavior and character? Could that be it, right? Right? Could that frustration, that pent up frustration of him not committing to you, him putting his hands on you, his inability to really like just be a man and provide for you, could that be that energy that you're taking out on your daughters? I just want to know. I really, 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 really want to know, because you spoke on my business, right? And you posted me, and I was never, ever, ever, ever going to post this, but I did do my research because I knew I was right. I knew that it was something weird going on in your household, right? So I just did, right? So you could post my business. I post my business on the internet, but you didn't want the internet to know that. So I really want you to really talk about that on your page. Really talk about that, right? Because I'm really tired of Black women trying to act like the things that they do is normal, and then they try to subject their daughters to punishments just simply off of their bad mistakes, right? Could it be that man is almost 10 years older than you, and you said that y'all been together for 18 years, right? And you were young as fuck, dealing with a grown-ass loser, right? That's putting his hands on you while you're pregnant. Could that be the issue, right? So help me figure it out, all right? Let's have a conversation. Thank you. Now,
and this is the video that originally went viral that had everybody talking about it.
What's your name? Elena. What's your name? Aaliyah. And do y'all get bullied or picked on about y'all ponytails with barrettes?
No.
Do anybody make y'all feel sad about y'all ponytails and barrettes?
No.
Are you guys happy with your ponytails and barrettes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all wear any other hairstyles besides ponytails and barrettes?
Yes.
Like what?
Braids and crochet.
And what?
Braids and crochet.
And you love you a crochet, don't it? And what's your favorite?
The crochet.
Yes. So how often do y'all wear bows and barrettes?
Not often, bro.
How often do you?
Yes, they are twins, and yes, she has them wearing the same clothes in most of the videos I've seen.
Bows and barrettes.
Sometimes, like here and there.
Okay.
First of all, bitch, you driving and you moving this phone back and forth between your children. This is giving reckless and unsafe. But I'm gonna let her continue.
What's your name?
Okay, so that was the video that sparked everything, because I guess people was commenting on her and what she was saying about keeping her children in a child's place and all of that shit because of her hair ribbons and the little girls with the barrettes. To me, hold on, let me see. That was another video she made because she was talking about how y'all kids ain't shit because y'all kids ain't cleaning up. And y'all put all of that stuff in them children's head and they still not helping y'all clean up. Some shit.
What's up, lovely people? You know your girl didn't get nothing but a drop of.
Hold up, this not it.
Hold on. What'd he say?
When you don't respond to evil and praise God in real life, like she got a lot of Bible verses and shit. But it's not about the barrettes, y'all. That's not really what it's about. It's the way she is putting her children on social media to like use it for clout. And then also, this is the nigga, right? So the nigga is supposed to be much older than her, that she been with since she was 16. That she didn't had all of these kids for that went upside of her head. And when you child,
yeah, I was just saying, but they look about the same age because he didn't probably stressed her out. But I can't help. I mean, y'all know how I always do. I can't help but think why she wants to keep these girls under a certain age. The only thing I could think of is that she herself experienced some form of abuse. And I was going to say that before the girl even mentioned that she potentially was the baby mama or the wife that got abused while she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking that I was thinking more so sexual. Because, you know, a lot of women think that, oh, well, if you had this on or, you know, you just trying to be fast.
Yes.
And it seems like she's trying to reject the thought that her daughters could ever be fast or seem attractive to a man. So it's like either you've been abused by somebody and you feel like maybe because you wasn't looking like a child was the reason why you was abused. So you want to make it very clear that your kids are like almost baby-like, which is still possible. But just the other girl, Portia, or not Portia, that's the mom, Diamond, mentioning that the baby daddy had domestic violence charges makes me think that it's probably a cycle because, you know, abuse is a cycle. So she very well could have experienced some form of sexual abuse and she's projecting it on her kids. That's the only thing I could think of, really. It's odd, but I hate that she's going to have the girls grow up thinking, and the fact that she always posting like religious content and stuff too. It makes me think that she on that slippery slope to teach the girls to hate themselves in womanhood. That's all I can think of.
I want to respond to this. They are 11 years old. Do we want them being attracted to men now? No, that's not the point. The point is, it doesn't matter how you suppress your children's self-expression. Men are going to want to fuck them either way because men are creeps. There's a museum that
like babies.
Yes, they fuck babies, y'all. They fuck people in onesies. So your child wearing barrettes is not going to save her. And in this climate, it's probably going to attract people to them more that they appear to be younger because of how often people like to, you know, go after children. And I have one more clip that I wanted to play for y'all to kind of bring this all together before we move on. Jamie, would you like to say anything?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm stuck. I'm confused. We done went from somebody braiding hair to all of this other stuff she got going on. I don't even know how the other lady got brought into it. Like I'm about as confused as the children.
Okay, so the first video was she put up the mama. The mama will put up videos of her doing her kids' hair, and it's about age-appropriate hairstyles. Like everything is about an age-appropriate hairstyle. And it's like, why she keep talking about age-appropriate hairstyles? And then people started to comment and be like, why are you forcing this whole age appropriate thing? Because that's not the only post. There are other posts of her doing her kids' hair. And everything is age appropriate hairstyles. And then she makes, let me play this one, and then I'll play the other video I wanted to play for y'all.
Hey, lovely people, this is my 7-year-old daughter, Erica. I just washed her hair and I'm about to style her some ponytails all over because that's the type of mama I am, baby. I am a barrette, clucker ball, knocker ball, bead, bow, rod end braids, whatever you want to call it. Cute little crochet with the braid in front, twisties across the top, lemonades to the side. My trend wear all that. I don't discriminate when it comes to children hairstyles, whether it's a bow, whether it's a ribbon, whether it's a bead, whether it's a clamp, a clip, a bobby pin. I don't care, baby, long as it's age appropriate. And it's gonna go on my daughter's hair, because guess what? The culture not raising mine. And I see that y'all let the culture raise these kids, and that's why half of y'all can't do nothing with y'all children now. They don't listen to y'all. They don't clean up. Y'all got to call their name 18 times. They don't iron, and them bathrooms nasty. Y'all really raising some nasty little girls out here. These girls won't even help y'all do nothing, but got the nerve to tell y'all they want a 6'13" bust down child. Boom. Hey, lovely people, this is my 7-year-old daughter.
See what I'm saying? So this was kind of how it started, because it's like, I'm making sure my little girls have little girl hairstyles. That means they're clean. That means they're listening to me, because I force these childlike hairstyles. And this child is 7, so the hairstyle is appropriate. But when she did it with the ones that look a little bit older, it was like, okay, now you doing the most.
I actually think it's fine for her to do the 11-year-old's hair like that. Along with this child here, it already appears to me that she is not financial. She doesn't have the money, it looks like, from looking at this video, to keep up with press outs, pressing the baby's hair out, getting braids all the time, or getting weaves, because some people get their kids, laces and stuff at 12 or whatever. So I feel like that's fine for her to have her daughter's hair like that at 11. Like, I'm confused as to why that's such a big deal for people. Now, her continuing to stress age appropriateness, that's where I kind of got confused, like how we get so deep into this thing. And now I see. But another thing with this video you just showed, it seems to me that this is another one of those situations where, people will make a post sometimes, and the things that they say in that post, they're directing it at a particular person or a little few people, not realizing that all these folks really gonna see it. So when she's like, y'all kids out here acting like this and doing that, it sounds like she talking about some people she has seen, like people in the neighborhood that she may know watch her content. So you trying to be shady to that 1, 2, 5 people, but not a whole world is looking at it, and you're not thinking about that big part. So that's what I'm thinking so far.
Yeah. And also, like, that's why I said I didn't have anything to say about the barrettes. It wasn't until her and the other girl started going back and forth, and the other girl sprayed her because
with the dude and stuff.
Yes.
And that is a problem for me. I think that's a good point that I think the girl brought up, and I think Necey mentioned it too. What is happening also in the household? Like, what else are you teaching your kids? Because you can try and disguise things behind doing their hair, but what are you really teaching them in the home? Because allowing a man to disrespect you also says a lot. Okay. And I personally feel like age appropriateness, knowing that you are a mom, at some point it comes to an age that you just not going to take certain bullshit from somebody, and your kids should not have to see that. So if you're so mentally inclined to know, I don't want them looking like this and that when they walking down the street, although they can be harmed either way it go, then also take that same consideration into your own household and draw some lines and some boundaries on what you will and will not allow your children to see and experience. Because see, that's why I was so confused. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But it seems like we're having different conversations that's kind of going on. I don't see nothing wrong with the hair for real. Like, girl,
It's nothing wrong with
even if
them
they wore their
having-
hair like that all the way up to 13, like, and I'm like, okay, that's cute. She actually, to me, doing like, okay, because you know what it's making me think also, how people clown Blue Ivy. Now her hair thick as hell, beautiful hair. Those girls might appreciate it once they get older. Like, damn, I'm glad my mama ain't do too much.
That's the thing, though. It's not about
I think that's
the
fine,
hair.
ultimately.
It's not about the plaits. It's not about the plaits. It's about the barrettes.
Yes.
It's about the putting the barrettes into
the
make you Yes,
it's the
make you
intention.
look like a 7.
Oh, like a little child. Oh,
Yes, because she can still do
Okay.
protective styling.
Yeah,
She can
'cause I
still
would
do
Got
plaits
you.
all over their head and do the little
Yeah.
twists like the girls be wearing. She could do buns. She could do
and she had.
cornrows to the back.
But I also feel like this though, to me, like again, that is fine. I think the issue is the intent behind why you're doing it. If I'm doing my niece hair, right? My niece like barrette bows, what I think she look cute. I'm doing her hair. Well, you getting these bows, you getting these barrettes. So I'm gonna put some beads on it. If that's how she style her stuff out, great. That's what I'm doing. It's the intent behind it. I'm not doing it. Her mama not doing it with the intent to make her seem like a child. So then that's where, again, I was confused. We get into the other conversation of the intent, because that's what we really talking about.
Yes,
The mama's intent. Okay.
Yes, it's the underlying
Because that lady
message. It's the underlying message. And that's why I was like, I didn't have nothing to say when it was just about the barrettes. Because it's like, whatever. Like, I'm from the South. A lot of people like to sometimes make tall girls and, they kind of try to make them look more like children than they actually are, because they think that protects them from assault and from people seeing them as an adult. But here comes my problem. My problem comes in because how you think that making them look younger than they are is protecting them, but you're posting them on the internet for money. Especially
So I have a question.
Like this.
Because she had me, I kind of got a little lost. Now, is that what she said though? Because I don't know, I'm just a real quick. Like, did she say, like, I want my girls to be like this? Cause I want them to be protected. So I want them to have their hair like, is that what she said?
Well, I mean, in the there's a bunch of videos and there is a lot of church shit going on and Bible verses all over the place. But in the video that I showed y'all, she was like, I'm not going to, see, that's why I got to have my little girl's going to stay in a child's place. That's what she said. She specifically keeps saying, my children are going to stay in a child's place. And to me, there is it's like you want them to stay young and you don't realize that their childhood is them growing, not them just being a child until one day they turn into an adult. They are becoming an adult this entire time. And you are like, no, y'all gonna stay in a child's place. And so there is a level of, I don't want my man to want y'all. So I'm gonna make sure that y'all look just like children, because I gotta make sure my man don't want y'all. That's what it feels like.
I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back and say that I think that's an assumption that we're putting onto the situation that we don't know, because it sounds to me, and again, I'm coming from a place, I ain't hear all the clips, right? I'm just hearing her talk about disrespect, how teenagers are out here disrespecting people, not so much as I don't want my man to want you type thing. That's what I'm hearing, even though that's still not gonna protect your child either. Like the kids, it don't matter what their head look like. If they want to disrespect you, don't get their word.
I just got done reading the 4 agreements. And I mean, he said something in the book that was pretty obvious. Whatever people spew out is basically just projection, right? Or that's like the standard that you would hold yourself to, or that's the amount of shame that you hold for yourself internally. So when I listen to her talk, it's more than just, I want to keep my kids' children. She's shaming so many other people behind what? And that to me means that she carries some sort of shame herself. Yes. So then when you couple it with, now we find out that there's a man who you are still with who's physically abused you. That lets me know that you're already with a dangerous man. We don't know if he's sexually dangerous, but you don't know that either, since he's already put his hands on you. So, and then one of the other things that
if he's older than you
and wanted you when you was a fresh 18, then you know that your kids could be next. And then the other thing that she mentioned was y'all little girls this, y'all little girls that. You would think that she was a mother of only girls. She has a son too.
Yes.
So what do you mean by y'all little girls be disrespectful? What about the boys?
How much older is the guy?
I'm not exactly sure. There is because the girl looked up his police report and all of that, but he looks older than her, but I'm not sure exactly how much. I know she's 37. They've been together since she was 16. That's what I saw. I'm not exactly sure how old they were when they got together, but she said she'd been with the same man since she was 16. And the girl was like, the baby daddy is somebody that's older. So this is also
somebody said 10 years older, child.
Oh yeah,
it remind me of the women who
so yeah, she was
always
16,
have
he
an
was
issue.
26.
That's
Grown
insane.
women that always have an issue with young girls, they hate themselves.
Mm.
And this is only 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, but she had 7 altogether. So there was probably some older ones too that she had early on. So yeah, like, but here's the thing though. You can't act like you're doing this because you want to protect your children, but you're using them in an exploitive way. And that's why I take it here, because I saw this post and this kind of was like, this opened my eyes. I mean, I already feel like people shouldn't be putting their kids on social media, but I've especially started to notice how many people use their children to make content. And you talk about protecting them, but then you put them all over the internet, to make your little money. And then this is what's happening at large. I'm let this lady talk.
Because I still have mothers in my comments who are justifying posting their children online. I'm going to show you something, and you're not going to like it. This is a cute video I posted of my kids, my 2 boys, right? My stepson and my youngest. I'll show you something. This is the demographic that the algorithm pushed it to. 60% men. Okay, hold that thought. This is a post of my cute little family on Halloween. Again, 2 kids in this. Again, let's look at the demographic. 72.6% men. 27.4% women. Again, another post with my children in it. Super cute video, me and my man saying we're pregnant. No kids in that video. And only 14.4% men. 85.6% women. Okay, let's do another one. Again, super cute picture. Me and my man. I wonder who the algorithm pushed it to. 79.7% women. Okay, wait, let's do one more. Here's a video of just me. The one that I'm telling you that men are jerking off to your children that you post online, right? And half of you don't want to believe me and put your head in the sand because you're posting your children for your own selfish needs. Now, I'm guilty of it, you guys. Like, I 100%, clearly, I have done it until I learned. Now, let me show you something. Sorry. Pregnant boobs are just crazy right now. So, 8% men this video was pushed to. This cute picture of me and my oldest, what's that number? 69.2% men. So, what trend are you seeing here? What trend are you seeing? The algorithm is pushing children to men. And if you don't wake the fuck up, you are hand delivering your child to the wrong hands. Now, you want to say I'm crazy, I literally just proved it to you. Like, all these cute mom influencers who have 3, 4, 5 million followers, go look at their followers. Go see how many weird men are following them versus women.
And then with the black lady, add on the Christian aspect to it, right? Which kind of adds even more of a certain type of demographic to me. So, listen.
I believe that. One of the things that I noticed, let me know if y'all have noticed, but I've had the hunch that y'all are trying to traffic. Y'all ever seen those new Instagram accounts? And then one of the methods that they just started doing is they'll go to your page, somebody you don't even know, brand new Instagram account, and then repost your content. Have you seen that? And then I've seen it so many times. And I end up blocking these accounts as soon as they do it, but that's only if I catch it. So it'll be like an Instagram account of a girl, some type of sexy picture or whatever, fake account, and the name will say the caption will say, "Let's have fun," or looking for friends or something like that. And that page will be the page that reposts content. So I've been blocking those pages, but I absolutely believe it. Not only that, the AI shit is what scares me. So I tried not to post my daughter as much. She had her own personal Instagram and I just completely stopped posting on it. I think it's been almost a year since I posted on it since then. But I believe everything she's saying. But to Bondy's point, with this lady being so Christian, some of these people don't realize how religion will basically have you uphold some of these demonic things that people are practicing right underneath your nose, and you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, for example, all these Republicans that are like, no, we're going to vote for Trump. No, we believe in this and we believe in pro-life. Meanwhile, the Republican representatives have histories of going to Epstein, messing with children, things like that. But you believe that but you believe that because you don't believe in abortion, we're going to elect this person who's still going to uphold these dangerous practices against children. Like, let's be for real. So a lot of people got to have some logic when it comes to like I'm not saying completely depart from religion, but you need to understand like when you being brainwashed.
And the fact that I think church is a place that men go to find gullible women. Even if you don't believe that that's what you're there for, men will be at a church to find a woman that is praying to God for a man. And she got all of these kids in a house and they like to fuck on teenage girls. So you know what I'm saying? Move into your house. And I think that's another thing. Somebody in the comments was saying that is that it's because I feel like a lot of poor Black women kind of go through this. Where they be with men and there is a fear that those men are going to want their daughters. But instead of viewing it as he's a creepy nigga that's going to want your daughter, you view your daughter as competition. And so there's a level of stay in a child's place so that you don't become my competition with my man. And low key, the way she was talking and just age appropriate, like it's in several of her posts, like the age appropriate. Like, why are you stressing that so much unless this is coming from something that's going on in your internal world that you're projecting outward? And also, you know, we used to talk about it when it came to Diddy's daughters, how weird we think it is that as twins grow up, y'all still make them wear the same clothes as if they don't have their own personalities. It's given you want to shop them to somebody because men love a bookend situation. They love twins and the girls that dress just alike and look just alike and can play
and look like kids.
And look like kids.
Yes.
Not them Diddy twins.
Well,
it's not giving kids.
No, they look like baby prostitutes. They look like baby prostitutes. I hate to say it like that, you know. Y'all know what I mean. Like, it's not the little girl's fault, you know. But they do dress sexually provocative. They're 18 plus, so they're entitled to dress however they feel. But the fact that they're always dressed just alike, it gives we're, you know, trying to sell you to some nigga that has a fantasy about fucking twins.
Claremont twins.
That them weird ass too. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna leave it there. And we're just gonna end with y'all let me know what y'all want. Married to Medicine or Bell Collective? Flip a coin.
Sure, either one.
Married to Medicine.
Yeah, let's do that.
Married to Medicine? Okay.
Yeah.
Married to Medicine. Toya versus everybody. Toya versus Angel. Toya versus Heavenly. Toya versus Eugene low-key. Eugene versus Damon and Heavenly. My God, the Met Gala. Thoughts?
I'm picking. I just want people to know I'm picking Toya every time until it comes to Eugene. Okay. I love how she be ready to rag and tag on it.
What about Angel?
What do you mean until it comes to Eugene? You mean if you had to choose between Toya and Eugene, then you?
No, yes. If I had to choose, I'm probably gonna be on Eugene's side because Eugene don't be treated fair. As much as Eugene puts in and take care of and looks out for Toya, I feel like she does things that has people being able to say certain stuff about him. You know what I'm saying? Like if Heavenly is referring to y'all as broke, it could be because like y'all keep getting these different houses and he may feel away because he's the provider for that, right? And Heavenly's not on the inside, so I don't think he should be too upset. Like Heavenly's not on the inside, so she really don't know y'all true finances or what all y'all got. But I do feel like Toya has done things for people to react a certain way and for him to take offense because he's the one that's taking care of the household primarily. But when it comes to the other ladies, like I like it when she said whatever she had to say to Dr. Mimi. And that really wasn't that thing. She just asked her about the whole safe friend thing. And Mimi brought up the situation at the girls' trip. I didn't think that was a valid argument. I feel like she should have brought up what happened at Toya's house. Because at the girls' trip, to me, it felt like you just kept coming at Toya. Whereas at the house, that probably made more sense. Your issue this whole time and your buildup has been with Heavenly. But then I also got put out the house. So I feel like that made more sense. Her and Dr. Heavenly, they've been doing this back and forth for years. Say what?
She didn't bring that up. I thought she did bring that up.
She mentioned the girls' trip. She didn't say the house. Yeah, she didn't say the house thing. What was the other thing with Angel? I felt like with Angel, Toya to me was wrong for going that far into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Why would you even need to mention that if you've been young before, as you say, and you know how it's supposed to be, and you know how it is when you dating or whatever. That's what I really mean, as you say. You've been out here dating around and doing all of that. Then why would you even bring that to the front? But at the same time, that's why I really don't give a fuck, and I'm choosing Toya's side. Fuck that man. Understand?
Bernard?
When it comes to that man, fuck that man. And
Bernard?
if anything, what Toya said, you should have used that shit to your advantage. You've been fucking with a man for 10 years and you don't know what he trying to do with you. You said you bring him on a trip. He act like he doing you a favor and like he upset that he even coming. Girl, you should have actually, in my opinion, leaned into what Toya said. So the situation isn't about Toya making you offended. Oh my God, you said this in front of him. You said, like, it wasn't about her offending you. It was about how she made that nigga feel. And I don't give a fuck about that nigga. So if it came down to it, yes. She said, you don't do that in front of a man. You don't disrespect him like that. That is what Angel said.
But
it
the
wasn't
kicker
so for
is,
me, it's more so about that man than it is about you. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm choosing Toya every time.
The kicker is Angel pulled a Toya in that moment. To me, it was funny as fuck because for one, I think it's a mix of things. I feel like Angel saying you're not supposed to say it in front of that man to not, to make sure you don't disrespect him. But I don't think that's because she was how do I say this? I think she was just saying that to try to blow a dog whistle to make the man just as mad, to make the other men understand where she came from. But in reality, I don't think Angel gives a fuck about that man, because if she did, she wouldn't have said, I've been engaged many times. Getting a man is no problem. Like, she basically said, this nigga here with me on the trip, I don't give a fuck about. I could get any man. And if it was about making sure that her man felt respected, she wouldn't have made it seem like, another day, another nigga. She wouldn't have done that. So I don't think that she was trying to protect that man's feelings.
Not like that, but it was, to me, I'm gonna tell you like this, like, and this is how I felt. You putting her in danger in a way when you do shit like that, because you don't know this man and you don't know what he does behind closed doors. And because Toya is such a goofy, like like she's not really self-aware. And I think it comes from like that mean girl thing. I think Toya has been a mean girl her entire life. And there is a level of jealousy she has toward, or not even jealousy, envy towards women who are free and who are, like she does with Quad. Like, if you can go and get any dick you want, Toya might feel a little envious of you because she thought that Eugene's dick was going to get bigger once they got married, and it didn't. So she, in some ways, I think, has to poke at women that have a certain level of freedom that she envies, for one. But two, like I said, you don't know these niggas. Like, you don't know the type of man that he may be. And you say that type of shit in front of him, which is not his business. First of all, she kept trying to frame it like Angel is a woman that's lying to a man, when Angel is fucking single. Angel is single. So if Angel wants to talk to this man and talk to another man, but she don't want everybody to be knowing her business, that's her fucking prerogative. And for Angel for Toya to even walk up and say that shit out loud in front of him, if he was a different type of nigga, she could get yoked up later on that night. And I know Angel is thinking like that because we're both from New Orleans, and niggas will yoke you up. You will get you. And also in our society, I was watching them talk about Tyler Perry. A woman cheating is I could beat your ass offense.
Yeah, to a lot of men. Lot of men. Or call you at your name, just like America's Next Top Model. You fucking bitch to Shandy. And everybody was like, oh.
And now you walking down the street and they calling you a fucking bitch. And really, you was drunk and, SA. we won't even get into that because y'all on the internet arguing on behalf of a nigga y'all haven't seen since he left Shandy in a fucking shower. But because they be on the internet now acting like he was drunk too. Yeah, but we didn't see him in the shower. We didn't see him on the floor crying. We didn't see him having to go to the doctor to make sure he didn't have an STD. We saw Shandy. Shut the fuck up, that nigga. I'm sorry, that annoyed me. But yeah, so to me, there is a level, like my first thought was don't put women in situations where a nigga could possibly be physical with them. And telling them that you fucking with another nigga is one of the main ways to do that. And Toya has this goofy ass unaware thing about her where it's like she's not even really thinking about that.
She's aware.
You think
she's aware?
I think she was aware. She went on to ask about how the sex was. Like, I think Toya was very aware of what was going on. She knows
where she's being messy. She's not aware that there are men out there that would beat your ass for something like
that part.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's where my mind kind of goes in situations like that because of what type of men I've been around. And the type of men I've been around, you cheat and they will beat your ass and everybody will act like you deserved it.
She wanted Angel to get embarrassed and drop because like even though Toya does have like a younger carefree energy when you compare her to like a Simone and Jackie and Heavenly, they get along so well because they still have the belief that you have a man, so you should be glad. So Toya wanted to make it apparent to the other man that, hey, if she act like she really wants you, you go get you somebody else. And that's why she was acting right. She was acting like she was doing Angel a favor. I was doing you a favor. I was really gonna put with the people I know, the people she's of the generation.
I think all of these ladies have a similar element to Toya of, oh, well, you should be glad you got a man. Try this Dr. Heavenly.
They're
all of them. It's not. I don't think it's just Toya. But again, I do feel like Toya should not have, or at least I'll say this: when Angel told her how she felt, it should have just been like, my bad, girl. I shouldn't have did that. I'll make note of it the next time, right? So that's me correcting Toya. But on the flip side, I still feel how the fuck I feel because of what Angel said. It's more so about this man. And it's like, if let's say he is a dude that's been your ass, but you've been dealing with a dude, Angel, you've been dealing with this guy for 10 years and you don't know what you want. And he over here, I don't think that's the case.
That's crazy.
I don't think that's the case, honestly. But I don't give a damn how he feel. Then look how he came on a trip.
Yeah, no, we don't
like he was doing you a favor. Like and I hope somebody else tell him she talking to somebody else. Because then what you gonna do? It's like you trying to string this lady along. You trying to have access to her while you out here doing whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah,
and then yes, Angel can date around, but Angel is also, she's sitting up there as if she wants to know, like, I don't really know what we're doing. It's like she wants to know what they're doing. So it's like, which one is it?
I don't know, but Toya was being a fucking weirdo asking that lady how she is in bed and all of that shit. Like I said, do you want to fuck her or what? Because you're doing a lot, okay?
Yes,
and
she does.
Like, girl, come on. Like, you walking up, though. She told you I was going to hook up. And then after the fact, when I was young, I understand you lied to a man. Stop framing it like that, bitch. Everybody ain't Eugene. And that's the thing. You so used to being with a man that's not misogynistic. You so used to being with a man that would never put his hands on you that you don't understand that everybody is not like that. And you can't just be running your mouth and saying shit in front of any old nigga because that's what you felt like doing. Because you don't know these niggas. That's my main thing with Toya with the situation with Angel. But Toya act like she don't know whether she want to fuck another man or fuck another woman. And I need for her to go itch it out and get over it. Cause the energy she be having sometimes is giving, I need to get fucked out. And it's nowhere. I can't find the fucked outness and I want to be fucked out. And that's sad. Cause like you said, Jami, her and Heavenly are the same
two peas in a pod.
And that nigga don't really want her neither. So yeah, because listen, let me tell you something. I ain't never threw a sexual joke at my man. Like I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get on that or whatever. That nigga gonna smile. That nigga gonna smile. That nigga gonna be a little excited. He ain't gonna never be like, okay, buddy, calm down.
I feel like he do come off more reserved though, so I wouldn't expect him to do anything more than that.
To flirt back once? My God.
To smile.
He never gave that. Yeah.
And that's sad because she always talking about how perfect her marriage is and how much they fucking, but you can't get this man to, just grab your ass a little bit or, give you a kiss or call you something besides buddy.
Shit. Damn.
That's all.
But we gonna see next episode. They do the same thing with Quad. You should be glad you have a man type shit. You trying to have a baby? This man want to marry you. You want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to me, y'all shouldn't be wanting her to be married to King. And if she want to have a baby, she need to be okay with having a baby without a man. And
y'all know so much of it is tied behind what's her ex-husband named Greg, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So much of it is tied behind Greg because she was married, had the lifestyle. Greg could provide, but she didn't want to have his kids. So now they like, okay, you got a man that you say you fuck 15 times a day. And I think some of it is calling her bluff a little bit because everybody's saying at this point that they starting to notice that something is off. So you got a man that you say you want to fuck 15 times a day. You want to have a baby with him, but you didn't want to have a baby by the man you was married for. Now this man say he want to marry you and you don't want to marry him. So what's really going on? So I think they trying to call her bluff while they are.
Soon. It is too
How's
soon.
it too soon?
It's too soon to get married to a nigga. How long they been dating?
Well, to me, the reason why I'm saying how's it too soon, I wouldn't be having nobody baby that soon then because she could go get. She wouldn't have to have the baby with him. She could go get a donor.
She could, but it's harder to get a donor. It's harder to get a donor, and a lot of other people. Yes, a black donor is harder to get. I think that in her mind, it's better to just find a man to fuck and have a baby than to be trying to pay for a donor. And in my mind, that's what I think she thought was the best. Also, like you said, I think she's in competition with Gregory. So that was where it initially started, on top of the fact that I'm trying to heal from losing my little niece. And now I feel like I want a baby. You know what I mean? So I think it was a combination of things all at one time. And sometimes you not having a baby is what the actual plan was, regardless to what you may have wanted. And I think a lot of women, me myself included, I have had to ask myself so many times in my life, was it something that I really wanted, or was it something that I just thought I was supposed to do? And sometimes I feel like I'm all right. I didn't really want that. I would have been abusing these children. Like if I'd had children in my 20s, I'd have been abusing the fuck out of them children. Like, what do you mean? I would have been terrible. I wouldn't have been a terrible mother like the way other people are terrible mothers. They would have had structure. They would have had discipline. But I would have been blowing up. I would have been hitting you because you worked on my nerves. And I don't want to be that type of parent. But that would have been because when I was younger, and especially in my like early 20s, I didn't understand that you don't have to beat people in order to get your point across. Like I didn't get that. And it took growing up and maturing and my brain forming in order for me to eventually get to a place of, first of all, calm and control over my own emotions, but then understanding people view children sometimes like you trying to play me. And it's like, they're a fucking kid, bruh. Calm down. Like adults don't really, sometimes they don't get that. They look at children like they're chessing up to them like an adult because the child has their own opinion or emotions that don't make you feel comfortable. So with all of that, like I've always questioned, like, did I really want that? Because y'all know I was on birth control until like right after COVID. But I was on birth control the whole time because I did not want to just have a child if I wasn't really prepared or ready. And I just never felt prepared or ready. And then when I did feel prepared already, it was like, well, bitch, now you might be a little bit too old. So it is what it is. And I would have rather to not have them at all than to have had them and have them coming up to me, in a couple of years talking about you. You was talking about, your daddy was bad, but you was just, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't want to put y'all through what I went through. So to me, women really do this to themselves. We feel like we're not whole women if we haven't had children. And I think Quad is probably somebody that has gone through that. This feeling of I've done all the other things, but I haven't had children. Does it mean that I'm not fully a grown woman? Because people make you feel like that. What's wrong with you? You ain't had no kids yet. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, they do that to you. People question me, well, why you ain't had kids? Why y'all ain't had kids? And it's just like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you, but I wasn't ready until I was ready. And when I was ready, it was like, well, it might be a little bit too late now that you're ready. And I'm kind of like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with not being a mother because I feel like I'm still giving to people in a way that is motherly. I don't need to be a mother. And I think it's the same thing with Quad. Quad was given to people in a way that was motherly. If she had kids, she may not have been able to show up as the aunt that she showed up to be in the time.
I think that's important though, what you just said. Like the things that you just mentioned that make you whole without having a child are the things that if one day you end up having a child would make you a great mother. Because it's always the people who like just want the title of being a mom. They want the title of being a mom. They want to make it seem like they so busy, but they don't understand themselves fully and what comes with that would actually make you good if that did come about. And with Quad, maybe she hadn't got to the point to where she feels whole, like what you're saying. But yeah, I just think like with King for sure, I just have the baby if you want to have the baby, but fuck that nigga.
Yeah,
like honestly, he don't like her. He don't like her.
His sperm, put him on child support, and say, just give me most of the custody. You didn't even want to be a parent anyway. I got it. I can afford it. If you want to throw some money, you can. But I don't, because at the end of the day, having babies with men that make you regret having babies with them is the fucking worst. I forgot who I was just talking about today. That it's like, girl, I know you regret having a baby with that nigga. I forgot who it was.
Was it Cardi?
Oh, she one of them, but no, not her. I don't think she regrets having any of her kids. She's a weird Latina lady. They're baby making machines and proud of it. Not her. Somebody else whose baby daddy is putting them through some major bullshit. But yeah, either way,
Althea?
Girl, that's a good one too. And you keep naming people. That's a really good one. Because who the fuck wants to have babies with Benzino? Why would you do this to yourself, bitch? He was always crazy. Girl, I can't even remember who I was talking about, but that's a good one too, because she was just online arguing with people. It's so many people that's getting into it right now with their baby daddies and stuff.
Really? They're Rennie.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about from Love and Hip Hop.
What?
Rennie Rucci being pregnant again. Jamie, you saw that, huh?
I did see that.
And then she online mad at us because we mad at her. Why y'all worrying about me? Because he's in jail for murder.
For murder. He probably never Rico. He's probably never getting out. But as for Quad, real quick, yeah, I do. I agree with y'all. I don't think they should be trying to force that. And I also don't think Quad should feel like she has to appease the ladies in any capacity to try to tell them, well, he proposed to me, but I didn't think it was serious. Something about that seemed like she was trying to satisfy them in some capacity, because I don't believe that man proposed at all. If he did, I think he probably was laying in the bed with his feet crossed.
Y'all don't think so?
Her plate.
I don't think he proposed to her one bit.
Not
I
the
think
way
he might have. He's so damn sarcastic that I feel like he might have said, well, fine, let's go to the courthouse. And then if they had a serious conversation about it later on, he'd be like, well, I asked you. He just seems to me very sneaky, very manipulative. Even with the comments he makes to her, he says things that teeter the line of like making her question herself. Like, oh, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Let me do a little jab and say something mean, but then make it seem like I'm joking.
The only reason I think he did is because locking down a woman like Quad would be valuable to a man like him, no matter how you slice it. And I feel like he would have asked her to marry him as a throwaway, but hoping she would pick it up anyway. Because to me, as much as men like to pretend like they did in the 90s and the early 2000s that marrying women is some ball and chain, now we are waking up and realizing that that's a Jedi mind trick. They actually want you to want to marry them.
Stability. They need women for stability and service. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. And so that's why I feel like I can't believe that he didn't say it at all. And I don't think she's 100% lying, because, I told y'all somebody did the same thing to me. They proposed to me on some like shit where, okay, so I'll just explain. I got proposed to when I was in college by my girlfriend at the time, but it was like, we're living in different states at the time because my dad made me come back to Louisiana. So she's in Atlanta. She's in college. I'm in college. We both have loan money. She bought a ring with her loan money and sent me a picture like, I want you to marry me. Let's run away together. And I said, on what? Run, because we already lived in an apartment together, trying to, make sure we had food. I had to get a job. She had to go sell drugs. Like, how we gonna be together? And she was like, we got loan money and I'll figure it out. That wasn't good enough for me. I said, no, let's wait. And when I said, let's wait, she cheated on me. And then she would bring it up ever so often after that. Like, I just broke her heart, and she was so pissed off because I did not just agree to the first proposal that she offered me that seemed unstable. And to me, I feel like it's a narcissistic abusive thing, like to make you feel bad, but also it's because they really was kind of trying to throw away proposal to you, like wanting you to say yeah, but not wanting to actually have to make you want to say yeah, so to speak.
That's funny that you said that, because that's what Mimi said happened with her and Ty Young. She didn't say it was a throwaway proposal, but she said that Ty proposed to her. She said yes. Later on, she realized there was some things they needed to work on, and she told her privately that they weren't ready to get married. Ty was hurt by it, went and cheated on her, and basically the relationship was downhill from that point on, just because her pride was so broken from Mimi wanting to call off the engagement.
I mean, she would bring that shit up decades later. She would bring that shit up. Bitch, you still hurt? Oh my God. You can't see that wasn't a smart decision now? We're like 35. You can't see that wasn't a good decision. Girl, anyway, I'm sorry. We're not friends anymore. We don't talk anymore. It's fine. Okay. I hope she's not dead, but that bitch could be dead. It's fine.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, it's the place I have to go to with her. Jesus. She still follows me on TikTok, weirdly enough.
Lord.
Yeah, I blocked her on Instagram, but I was just like, if you want to watch on TikTok, go ahead, raggedy
She
ass.
watching on YouTube. Go ahead and say hey.
Listen, hey Kiki. So there's
not by name.
Just in case. No, you know why? Because the other bitch who also watches me, she might think I'm talking about her, and bitch, I would never be talking about you. So there's that. Either way, I was just about to say lyric always win, babe. Damn. He in the background, don't be shouting them hoes out.
Boy.
Listen, you still won, okay? Shit. It is principalities, babe. I apologize. I'm sorry. In the background going off.
Not Kiki, do you hate me is insane.
I mean, Nah, I hate her. She ain't got no reason to hate me, pussy. Nah, but he feel the way about all of that because he was just like, bitch, how dare you? Anyway, life. I love my husband. Don't worry about it. So yeah, y'all, I'm just saying that I could believe. Why are you coming out here with the crazy eyes? I'm sorry, baby. I apologize. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Why did you hide behind the mic?
You want to come in here and curse me out on mic? You want to curse me out on mic? I'll make it up later. Okay. There you go.
Ooh, girl, you better get that neck to work for the anniversary.
I know that's right.
Child, please.
No, that was actually so funny seeing Bonnie be like, babe.
Listen, I'll do whatever. He know. He already know. Like, I'm not like that. I tell y'all, I'm Mac. So, like, whatever you need. Whatever you need. Whatever you want. You got it. Okay? But anyway, he gone now. But yeah, I do believe that Quad probably got proposed to, just not, like she said, she didn't think it was serious because it probably wasn't done in a way that was actually serious.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Yeah.
Oh. So what did y'all think about the love language conversation that they had though? And then it was like the love language and what else? It was another game that they played and I put it on the screen.
It was that they ain't get far with the red flag when I thought.
Nah, they didn't. They
that's
cut
why
that
her
one
and
off.
Angel got into it.
But Simone, go ahead and leave that man.
No, you talking about the Med Gala.
Was it that?
That was the other thing that caused Eugene to come over there and be like, I'm finna go. Or at least tell Toya to come over and Toya won't come.
I'm on Eugene's side. Bitch, next time I tell you, let's go to the room. Let's go to the room.
Low key, y'all, though, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I understand where Eugene was coming from. And I also understand that Toya has put him in a position to feel like he has to prove something to these people.
Yes.
He used that moment to try to prove something to them people. Like, yeah, Toya talked to me crazy 2 episodes ago. Toya then said things that make y'all want to call me a bitch, but watch me check my wife and tell her we going to this room. It didn't even give Eugene to me. It was like, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to pretend to be that guy.
Toya problem, like, see, y'all see how I just did that? That's her fucking problem. You don't know when to give in. There are times when you stand steadfast, 10 toes down, nigga. You can do whatever you fucking want to do. I see what I say. And then there are other times when you like, okay, babe, whatever you say, let's go. You have to give that to them, especially like good men. And Eugene is a good man. When he came to her and said, let's go back to the room because I don't like the way they're talking to you, it's just heavenly. Everybody else is listening. No, bitch, go to your room. Go to your room. Because I don't like how she give them ammo for him. Like he the only
she do.
That they talk about like that. That's the reason why he got something to say.
But he gives them ammo too. I think it's both of them because he's never really put his foot down for real, you know? I feel like he may let stuff go on and then, you know, by the time it become a habit. So I feel like that's on both of them to me. I don't know if Toya should have left or not left for real, because when we talking about the Met Gala, it's down to the wire. Heavenly is the only one being frustrated. It's slick like tell Heavenly ass to go to the room because that's what we said the rules were. If you're doing too much, go to the room.
To tap in, and Damon is not tapping in.
Right. And that's why Eugene was like, well, I'm not going to say that to her. Let me just get my wife.
And that's why I agree, because it's like Damon has to say something in order to get Heavenly under control, because that's the only person that can control her. But
they the same people to me. I feel like, minus the fact that Heavenly doesn't disrespect Damon, but she and I feel like she does in a different way with her behavior. But at the same time, she doesn't say things for the people in the group to be able to attack him. But they like literally the same damn couple in different fun in a sense.
Not you, Jamie.
What happened?
He be gossiping on camera with Toya about them too. So.
Right, that's her husband. Shit,
you didn't just see Contessa gossiping with her husband. You didn't see King tell Quan, enough about that. Get to the good part.
And I ain't like he did that. I ain't like
that.
That was another one.
He's so disrespectful. He do not like her. It is so irritating. He is so disrespectful.
I stopped talking.
No, I was talking about King.
Oh, okay.
I would not have nothing to say if you talk to me like that. I ain't got nothing else to say. Then get to the good part, nigga. I ain't got nothing to say. Stop fucking talking to me, bitch ass nigga. But you know, Quiet is a little, you know, I hate to say it, but Quiet is a little desperate for a man. And I
don't know if it's desperate for a man or a storyline.
I think she's eager. I think she eager. I think she's feeling like she got something to prove. Like they have a way of trying to make her feel like she had it all. You was married to a doctor. All you had to do was have his kids. And now that she's gone overboard to show like, oh, my life is so grand, I'm living so good. Now she like, okay, I got a man. I got to keep this up. What's next? So I think she's just eager to have what she thinks is like a bow on the package at the end of it. That she not really looking at it. And like, I think, Bonnie, you said it earlier. Maybe it's not part of the plan for you to have a baby with King. Let's just say with King.
Yeah,
maybe it's not part of the plan. And that's fine.
I think people need to go with the flow a little bit more. Like sometimes you can be disappointed, but let your life go where it's going without you feeling so upset about things that you wanted to happen that didn't.
It's difficult in this group.
It is.
It's difficult to do that with this group. And that's what makes them so interesting, because everybody got a little bit of the same person in them. They all be on different
somebody's
SHI, or the same SHI at different times.
Somebody's pick me ass grandma. First of all, I want to say that's why they calling him Eugina and come for his manhood. I don't know why they do that, but that's one of the reasons why I don't mind when he has something to say. And that's why I say I don't give a fuck about this whole, men can't talk to women and women can't talk to men. I don't think that men should be chesting up to women like they want to fight them. But the times, for instance, like one of the moments I always think of in reality TV show history where I was so happy where a man said some shit was Todd and Marlo. Todd and Marlo. Because sometimes I feel like women, because they are women and feel like men aren't supposed to argue with women, they go in on men in a way that sometimes is unfair, inaccurate, or just you want somebody to go in on, so you're going to go in on this man. And I think sometimes when men, like for instance, when Eugene pops back at them at the reunion show, I appreciate it. He don't get too disrespectful. He don't call them bitches and hoes and all of that, but he say some slick shit and he move about his way. But why the fuck I gotta be quiet? I don't have to be quiet, bitch. You not quiet.
Facts.
Heavenly gets to talk to everybody however the fuck she wants to, and Damon stands beside her like a guard dog. Y'all better not say nothing. My wife can say whatever she want to say to y'all, but y'all better not say nothing to her. And I think that Eugene is getting tired of that shit. And Thick with her messy ass was in my comments talking about how they just need to fight. And I'm like, bitch, they doctors. They cannot fight.
They cannot. You see that?
Have a conversation.
That's why Simone felt the way about Heavenly. But let me say this. You said something in the earlier parts, Bondy, when you talked about Toya not being you. Did you say it was Toya that wasn't used to a man without misogyny or something like that? You said?
Yeah, she said that. You said that she's so used to a man.
I feel like that would be quiet because remember somebody just said in the comments about Eugene being called Eugina, and I could have sworn that came from Quad. So some of that name calling, which is why her and Toya have had issues, is because Toya says, not Toya, but Quad said something about Eugene. Wasn't she the one that called him Eugina?
What you think I was saying? Say that one more time.
She was saying that Bondy was saying that she's so used to a man that's not misogynistic and not putting his hands on her that she don't have that same type of feeling.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I'm saying the reverse then. Because I'm saying the reverse, that Quad is not used to a man without that.
No,
that's why, because she sees
most of the niggas you brought around are bitch ass niggas.
Correct.
Y'all talk about Eugene, but ain't nobody more of a bitch ass nigga than Gregory and that nigga
and King. You clocked the fuck out of that.
Because I'm like, why would you even call him that? Because like you will only think that he's a bitch because of how he shows up. He's not often like, however Greg was with your ass. He don't do that. So it's easy for you to say that he's a bitch, and I hate to say it, but you might need you.
They all say that, but that's the truth. Even Contessa, you was acting like you was scared of that nigga and all of that shit. And you know what I mean? There is a level of, they talk so much shit about Eugene, but all of them are being disrespected, cheated on, lied to, or in some way disregarded by their men in a way that Toya is not. And that's why I think you got to be a little mean to these niggas. Toya might go too far, but all of them need to be meaner to these niggas. Heavenly, I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether you beating up Damon or Damon beating you up. I don't know what's going on. But y'all need to get off reality TV because she's one of them people that I feel like get awarded for bad behavior to the point that they don't know how to be like a normal person anymore. Because
that's true.
Getting rewarded for going off all the time.
That's true. That's why I just feel like Toya and Heavenly got so many similarities, like the way Toya said what she said to Angel and her partner, to Heavenly getting on stage saying that Quad was messing with a married man. I'm just like, y'all be on the same thing in different fun.
Yes, they both, like, to me, they both show up as whatever they didn't get as children. Toya shows up as the poor girl that needs y'all to know she got it. Yeah. And Heavenly shows up as the one that felt unloved. So she has to keep proving to everybody that this man loved her so much. When really he shows her a level of indifference that, if we was being honest, is sometimes disrespectful. But I'm gonna leave you alone. But I would feel bothered if I ever turned to Lyric in front of other people and was flirting with him and he did not flirt back. I would feel disrespected and I would no longer be flirting with him. So all of that daddy and mouth talking that she does, all for him to pat her on the head. Okay, buddy. Like, he might be doing it behind closed doors, but what we've learned is that that's usually a sign of narcissistic abuse, when your man is only passionate and loving in private, but kind of disregards you and is cold in public.
I challenge the thought. I'll give an alternative because I'm like, that's not how he is. I really believe that's not how he is. I think Heavenly gives the extraness for everybody else, and he still remains himself the whole time.
Which is what?
Sitting there, okay, buddy.
So not turned on by her, not flirting back with her.
Yeah.
Because she be being extra.
She's the one that's theatrical, that puts on the show to hype up her. She's always hyped up her marriage. He touched on me and we did this and we did that. And he's like, okay, buddy.
So wait, what you disagree with me about?
I'm disagreeing with you about the narcissistic things or whatever you just followed up with. Narcissistic abuse or something like that.
You don't think that Damon is affectionate in private. You think Damon is giving us how he is all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. So you feel like he ain't never like on her like that. Okay.
Yeah, ever.
That's worse. that mean a nigga don't like
you. And that may be worse.
I was trying to give it a benefit of the doubt.
I don't think he on her like that at the house either.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But I do agree with you on other ends where it could be a sign of narcissistic abuse, like with King. King to me has never been super affectionate with Quad. Quad is always trying to sell to us. Yeah, that's Quad trying to sell to us.
That's true.
But what he does show us in public is him being mean. So why are you doing that? But in private, I do feel like he is all about her.
Always the problem. That's why the women on Married to Medicine are always the problem, because they're always giving more than they're getting, and that's what we see. And that becomes annoying to me. That was my biggest thing with Heavenly. Stop baby talking that man and then talking to everybody else like they're a piece of shit. I'm tired of that. Because he'd be like, okay, girl. All right. Yeah. All right, girl. Okay. And that's embarrassing. And if I ever, like I said, I'll flirt and all of that shit, nigga, you better act appropriately in front of people. Don't you act like you're not trying to fuck me in front of people. I would be upset. And he'd be like, I'm not going to fuck you right now, Heavenly. Stop. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. But she do too much, like y'all said, she do too much putting on for their relationship, for the fact that it seems like she does it on her own. And that's embarrassing. If I don't, like, for lack of a better term, it's just embarrassing to not have him return the energy. Like, even with Scott and Contessa, I don't know what's going on, but them people want to fuck each other no matter what. Scott and Contessa is fucking.
For sure. I just feel like that's on Heavenly though, because ain't nobody tell you to add that extra spice. You know how your nigga is. Why you doing that?
I agree. Stop embarrassing that man like that. He ain't like that. But damn, Heavenly, that make me think you gay even more. I'm sorry. Y'all know I think most of the women from Married to Medicine are gay. I'm sorry. But Jackie, Heavenly, Toya, Simone. Nobody's scared than Simone on this cast. Well, actually, Jackie's scared. And that was the funny part. And I'm going to leave it here and we're going to go. But it was so funny because when Mimi was on Watch What Happens Live, she was like, I think that Dr. Jackie is really the freak because she's always like giving us the V shots. And I'm like, so Dr. Jackie liking to give you shots in your pussy make you think she like to fuck her husband?
Y'all know she's just playing favorites.
Yeah, she's trying to. That was will you be my friend?
Jackie Jr.
That's what that was.
That's the only thing that would make sense, because I just kind of feel like, girl, that man not fucking you. He's somewhere fucking some girl that got an ass that was through the airport. Like, Curtis not trying to fuck you. He going to the DR where the big booty bitches be. And Dr. Jackie, you just need to admit that you like being in between women's legs. It's okay. It's okay, Dr. Jackie. It's not the 90s. You can be gay. It's not gonna ruin your practice. Because listen, she don't really like y'all. So the only reason I can imagine she still be wanting to be in between y'all legs like that, how else is she gonna smell it? How else is she gonna be fingering bitches and then smelling her gloves later? I'm sorry. She's gay. Anyway, I love you guys. We sold tickets while we were we sold tickets. We have our live show coming up. Thank you. We love you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
And we only have a few early bird tickets.
We only have a few early bird tickets. Peace to Mateo, Lulu, Drews, Brandon. Thank y'all so much for supporting. And we cannot wait to see y'all in May when we do our live show together for the first time. And nobody's more excited than us.
Right.
Together, all in the same room at the same time.
We're going to be so loud. I hope they...
Sounding like Simone, Dr. Simone.
We said we going to be there till 9, but y'all know how much we be fucking talking. I hope we don't be in there like, bitch, it's time to go.
Oh, goodness.
We'll be in Atlanta. Eventbrite is where we are. Ooh Ladies First Podcast live experience May 2nd, Atlanta, Georgia. Buy your tickets now. Early
Can you put
bird.
it up one more time?
Yes, I can. Let me run it one more again. Shout out to the girls, okay? Because they make graphics and I don't do anything. That's right. Get a ticket early bird and VIP is available now. You want a picture? You want a little free time with the girl? Q&A, drink, life, the VIP. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we saw some VIP. I'm excited to take pictures. I can't do it.
You have to figure out what we're wearing. Oh my God, are we gonna color coordinate?
Oh, yeah. We talked about it. We got to deeper about that.
It's gonna be a
Destiny Child photo shoot or something like that.
Cocktails.
Tina knows we need you to make some outfits for us.
Okay, and we will give you credit.
Okay.
Unlike your raggedy ass husband, we will get your first ex-husband. We will give you credit, okay? Styling, okay?
Yes.
Listen, I feel like that would be so cute if at one point we popped out somewhere with the skirt, pants, capri,
the T-top, the one shoulder, the
straps. It's the same color, different setup, some type of way. Okay, listen. Ooh Ladies First Panel is coming live to a city near you. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Follow us. And we will see you hoes next time. Love you. Good night. Peace out. Out of here. Buy a ticket. See you later.